So, if consciousness
creates
reality, then what was life like, or what was the Earth like before it had life on it?
Define number one, the observer, and define consciousness.
One of them died. I forgot. Wait, what'd you say?
I was like, I wonder what.
You know what I thought of? I was like, oh, he found out she had an OnlyFans.
On the 18th.
Oh my god.
She was sending pictures to pigeons and shit.
She would mail them out, bro.
So when I did shrooms, I actually saw people's aura.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's so nice and colorful.
It was like, have you seen the light spectrum and how much we can see?
Yeah.
Like the light spectrum is fucking huge and we can only see like a fraction of a fucking fraction, right?
Yeah.
And we only focus on that, on what we can see and measure. And if we don't see it, for us, we just dismiss it because it's not tangible for us. But like,
wait a minute.
Yeah, most of the fucking universe is like probably like within the spectrum that we can't even detect.
Emiliano's flabbergasted.
Wait, guys.
How you doing? Let me go. A sub sandwich with sweet cheese, mozzarella, and some pepperoni on the spot.
That's Italian.
That's why.
Oh, he said Italian?
No,
I said Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn.
But a lot of people are from Italy, right? From Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because it's New York. New York. It's kind of,
New York.
I feel like they sound the same. Italians and New Yorkers.
No, bro. Like New Yorkers like speak like super like pegado. Yeah, like that.
Sorry to all New Yorkers out
Like-
there if I'm offending anybody, my bad.
Like in Friends, like Joey, he's like, forget about it. How you doing? You know?
I don't know. I just feel like it's like Italian to me. I don't know. Same shit.
Okay, well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Max's Max. This should be episode 17, I believe. I feel like I need to fix that camera.
Check the angles before you start.
Before I even start.
Yeah.
Gonna cut. Emiliano, can you sit right here real quick? Real quick. Hey, pretend to be talking to the mic.
The fitness crime, Oh, you don't have your headphones on. I forgot about that.
I'm glad that you're like about my same height. Thank you, Emiliano. You have been great help. Boom, and we're back. So we were gonna talk about several subjects. Do you want to go ahead and start it off? Because with your bullshit ass day that you had today.
Oh my God. Okay. So here it goes. My day today. You're gonna be that rude, dog? At least give me one. We're gonna try. Okay. Before I talk about how my day.
Oh, I'm sorry, my baby girl called me right now.
We were supposed to try at the same time, pussy.
So your day?
You're right. I'm not gonna give a whole ass long story, but I'm still probably gonna give a long ass story. I woke up.
Fuck.
Right? Just like everybody else.
Oh, this shit has gelatin. I can't have that.
So basically, today was the last day that I had to move from my apartment, right?
That you had.
Yeah, like I had to. Like today, we have to give the key to the landlord.
Oh, okay. Like your mom's contract is ending today.
So, we basically got that like taken care of today. By the end of today, obviously. That's one thing. But when I woke up like around like 2:30 around there.
Okay.
And you were gonna take me to USPS because I had to go ship out a package
At about 3:30.
This story's about this package, okay? For what the fuck I went through. So
now, where were you shipping this package to?
Canada.
There you go.
I had 2 packages, and I was successful with one today. So I woke up. I texted you. You said you were down. I was like, okay, bet. Then you said no. Fuck you. I have a conference. I'm like, fuck.
No,
so
I had a meeting. I'm sorry.
Same shit. So then I started texting everybody on my fucking contacts list. And then I texted a friend that was at UTRGV, and then he's like, "Yeah, I got you." So I'm like, "Bet." And I was like, I got you with food or something, you know what I mean? Because you're doing me the favor.
Yeah.
So he picks me up, and we go to USPS. That friend knows who he is. Picks me up, takes me to USPS, right? The one close to my house. And I'm like, oh, like it's pretty empty. So only like 4 or 5 cars. I'm like, okay, bet it's gonna be quick as fuck. So I fucking get down with my package, all happy and shit. And it's closed. And I'm like, what the fuck?
A fly.
That's a big ass fly. Holy shit. It's a government fly. They're listening to us. Anyway.
Yeah.
So then I don't see anybody. And like everything's closed. Like where like the people are and shit. And I'm like, it's a Monday. It's like 2, 3 p.m. They don't close till like 5. And then it said like, technical difficulties or whatever with this and this. I'm like, fuck. So then I was like, fuck, dude. So then I go back to my friend's car. I'm like, well, rip. And I was like, bro, I'll still get you your food. So we passed by McDonald's. He left. And then I was at my house. I'm like, fuck, like, I have to ship out this package.
Yeah.
Now, backtracking a little bit, on Friday evening, I had closed the deal with this guy. By the way, shout out to my boy. If you're seeing this by any chance, I do apologize. You know, I've already apologized like 50 times to him today. We made the deal on Friday, like Friday afternoon, like 6, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So he sent me the money for the thing I was going to send him or whatever. And then, but no, post office was closed. So rip. So then I told him, I was like, okay, well, Saturday I can't, and Sunday it's gonna be closed, so I'll do it Monday. It was like, okay, cool. Comes Monday today, and I'm updating him as I'm doing all this. I'm updating him. I send him video that it's all closed, a fucking paper that says they're temporarily closed down, and this and that. I'm like, okay, let's go to the one that's in McAllen, right? Mm-hmm. So my friend leaves because he had to do some stuff. You know, shout out to my friend because he, you know, big help. I call my mom. I'm like, fuck, mom, please, like, be out of work already, like. Please. And so I call my mom. She answers. I'm like, hey, are you out of work? She said, yes. I'm like, I need you to do me this big favor. She's like, yeah, I'll pick you up so you can use a car. I'm like, bet. She picks me up, right? And then I drop her off to her house while she's packing the stuff, you know, because we're still currently or already finished moving. So then I take my dumb ass all the way like a 15, 20-minute drive to McAllen, to the USPS in McAllen. I get down. I'm like, okay, there's more cars. I'm like, okay, it's for sure open, right?
Yeah.
But I get there, closed. That shit, metal gates closed. Everything closed. I'm like, I'm just looking around confused as fuck. There's people like in like a long line in like the self like service. You can ship your own package, which is, by the way, it's new. It's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it for international though. I'm not sure.
That's where I'm. Oh, it gets worse, Max. Now hold on, I'm going there. So, fuck, bro. So when I'm there, I'm like, shit, right? And then I turn around and I see the not the international, like the shipping yourself thing, like the kiosk or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I can probably do it through here, right?
Yeah.
And there was like 5 people in front of me, and then like there was a really nice old lady next to me or behind me, and another guy. So I'm just there waiting, right? And then the first lady, she's done with her shit. She opens like the big ass thing, puts her package in, boop, goes in. Badass. Next person. I'm just there, you know, waiting, and as I'm doing that, I send the video to the guy of everything being closed and shit. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to do this in the kiosk. He's like, bet. And then so some young girl comes in, right? And she goes up to the thing just like to throw in the mail, because I guess she already had like a package ready, like with like the sticker ready to go. Label. Bob, she threw it in, and she was asking, she's like, oh, how do I open it? And she's just like, yeah, like they told her how. She opened it. She threw in the package, and she tries to open it, and it's like locked.
Yeah. And
she tries, and we try to open it and shit, and it's not opening. And an old lady next to me, I guess, I was talking to her, she was saying she had experience sending packages or whatever. I was like, okay, whatever. And she's like, yeah, it's either stuck or it's completely full on the other side. Like the cart that's like getting the packages is completely full. That's why it's not opening anymore. And then, so that lady kept on trying. She's like, well, my package should have like been there, right? She's like, yeah, she left. So then I was standing there, and I look at the old lady. I'm like, wait. And there was like still like 3 or 4 people in front of me. And I told the old lady, I was like, is there even a point in waiting to ship out a package if that thing is stuck? And she's like, you're right. and then I'm like, shit. And then some guy, I guess some dude that was in the line went to go look for a worker, but nobody answered, like to go like make space or clear it out to be able to open it.
Yeah.
And everybody left. And I was like, fuck, bro, like there's no fucking way. Like and I was, the more the time progressed, the worse I felt for the dude that I had to send the package to.
Yeah.
So and I sent him a video of me trying to open the thing. I was like, bro, you're not gonna believe me. This shit got stuck. And I showed him. I was pulling it and shit. And you know, thankfully this dude's like super chill. He was like, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. Whatever. Like I guess tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like it's like I'll keep you updated or whatever. So I was all sad, bro. Got to my car. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I really wish I could have sent this guy the package today. And I also found out that today's like Juneteenth or whatever. Yeah.
I was going to say now it's probably close because of Juneteenth.
Yeah, I had no clue. I didn't even know what it was until today. Yeah, I know. I don't know my history. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear. Anyway, so I was like, whatever. Stupid holiday. No offense, right? I mean, it should have been open. But anyway, so as I was driving, I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I'm gonna go back to the one that's close to my house, the other post office, because whenever I was there, it was empty, like there was nobody. And I think I was like, I think it might have the self like kiosk thing too, so I'm gonna just go do that there, right? So I fucking drive all the way back to that one. I get down, it's empty as shit. I feel like I was gonna get stabbed in that motherfucker. Fucking, I don't know, a ghost was gonna come out of some shit. And then, okay, it's empty and they had the self kiosk thing. I'm like, okay, dope. I'm gonna fucking send this bitch. So I grab the package, bop, bop. I'm weighing it. Boop, 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 you know, putting that shit, putting the address and shit. And then it said, oh, you cannot send this package internationally, like, because it's a box. The only thing I could send internationally was either an envelope or like those bubble wrapped envelopes. And I was like, no, mom. I was like, there's no fucking way. So I took a picture of that screen. I was like, bro, I texted the guy. I was like, hey man, I really am sorry. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. You know, I sent him the picture. I was like, but I just can't today. Like it's closed. And I told him about like the holiday thing and this and that. And he was like, yeah, man, I kind of figured and this and that. Like, it's all good. Like, just update me tomorrow. Like don't worry about it and this and that. And well, especially me, whenever it comes to, because I sell paintball, like trade and sell paintball stuff like online. And for me, whenever I send packages, I always want to do it the right way and do it as fast and smoothly as possible without no inconveniences. You know what I mean? Well, you know, that's how it really should be every time. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm really sorry and this and that. He's like, but I got you tomorrow, man. And I sent him a package before I taped the box. Like, you know, it's a paintball mask that I sent out. I had a bubble wrap with everything, you know, organized and shit. I was like, yeah, but it's ready to go for you, man. Like, I'm going to go tomorrow as early as possible and send it to you. He's like, yeah, man, like, just let me know. And that's when I was stressed at that point. I was like, there's no fucking way. And then I had a second package, but that one was going to Brownsville. It's like 2 hours, an hour away. There you go. And then, I just sent the package to one of my friends because I told him something. And that went smooth. So I was like, oh, okay, at least thank God. And then I'm like, okay, fuck. Well, I'm driving back to my mom's. And my mom's like, hey, you think you can help me? I'm like, man, we had almost nothing like left at the house that we were already... Like, it was just her clothes and, like, soaps and shit. Like, you know, stuff she can take care of, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I was just telling her, I was like, I mean, yeah, I guess I can help you because it was about, like, barely 4 and I knew you were going to be in your meeting or whatever. Yeah. So I was like, yeah. So then we start packing. I start sweating up the asshole. This past week, bro, for all my viewers out there, if there's anybody, any of my subscribers or anything that's watching this that, you know, have been knowing that I'm moving, like, this whole past week, the first couple of days, it was a heavy shit, bro. And I don't know why my washing machine was extremely heavy. Like the heaviest shit I've ever picked up in my life. So, yeah, this whole week. And then it was just that. And then it's from my mom's house all the way to Mission, bro.
We're just moving?
Yes. Fuck. That's why it's 35 minute drive.
That's why you were in Mission.
Yes. So it's from there all the way over there and then back. And then from there to the storage that's in Mission all the way back. Dude, we went up and down like 2-3 times, bro. I was like, not just today, but these past couple of days, I'm like, dude, like, yeah, like, I'm already sick and tired of it. And well, y'all already saw the whole fucking mess that I have in me on my other apartment, all the boxes and everything that I have to fucking take care of. It's, dude, like, I'm already so
and that's because
overwhelmed,
like,
bro.
Here in the valley, we're going to through like an all-time high in heat, bro. It's like 45 degrees Celsius, dude, which is like over like 115. I don't know what the fuck.
I think today was 110. 110, bro. And I was, dude, when I'm telling you, bro, I was fucking sweating. And not just that, fam. I think I have a short on my YouTube. I think it was like 2-3 days ago, which it was one of the last days that me and my uncle, because my uncle was helping us to like lift the super heavy shit. And I mean heavy shit, bro. Like heavy ass shit. We get to Mission, right? We go to my grandma's house. We get there, and my fucking grandma's making caldo de pollo.
I saw that shit.
Bro.
I saw that shit. Mames. Bro, this guy was all sweaty. He's like, abuela.
Bro, like
caldo de pollo en este calor.
I was like, I have to record. There's no way my like... Dog, I was so tired. I had no water in my system. I had no food. I was dying. I was literally fucking dehydrated. I pull up to my grandma's house. Yeah. Just to see a big ass pot boiling and shit. And I'm like, ¿qué es eso? She's like, es caldo de pollo. I was like, it was like 102, 104 degrees that day. Yeah. Bro, I was all red, fucking sweating culos and shit. Oh my, like, no, bro. It was fucking. I was like, Grandma, really? In this? She's like, pero aquí adentro no hace calor. And I was like, vete a la verga. But I love you, Grandma, if you're watching this. I love you. But still, like,
Hey,
oh,
at Frank's grandma, what's up?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
Call him out.
Yeah, but it was good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Her caldo de pollo was fire. I didn't eat it. It was fire as fuck. Anyway. But yeah, that was my story today. Not that interesting, but just really stressful, man. Really fucking stressful.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to start the podcast right here.
Fuck. Just cut everything out.
Yeah. Episode 17 starts right now. Fuck, bro.
You had quite an eventful day.
Yeah, dude. And okay, I just want to like point out that I told Frank yesterday that I could drive him today to USPS at 3:30, and then I ended up not being able to do that because I had a meeting. And I gave him $10 for the Uber or the Lyft.
Yeah.
Because I felt bad.
Sorry to interrupt you. Shout out to my boy Max.
Oh, yeah.
Max always taking care of you. Hey, but I'm going to send you those $10 back right now, actually. Now that I'm thinking about
No,
it.
it's fine. Because we bought food with them, no? Or
Oh,
you bought
you're
food
right.
with them.
Well, yeah, but I didn't buy you anything.
Oh, that's fine, bro.
Sorry, it's for baby girl. Sorry, my bad. Say hi. Okay.
Anyway, so, what was the next topic that we were going to talk about? It was something with you, no? You were going to, like, reveal something or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Something about Germany and French or something like that.
I was just home and I started reading about the story of Mata Hari. She was an exotic dancer from the Netherlands, and
Like a stripper?
she was.
Yeah.
Nah, she was just a dancer. Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's an exotic dancer.
As a matter of fact, I think I read that she was the one that invented that dance style of slowly stripping off pieces of clothing throughout her show. She was born in I think in the 1880s, and she died in 1917 when she was executed by the French after having been accused of spying for the Germans.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Yeah, and
It's a crazy ass stripper, bro.
I know, bro. Goddamn.
Someone must have paid her good, man.
her story begins when, at the age of 18, she saw in the newspaper that there was this general in the Dutch East Indies, which is in what is the present day Indonesia, because they had occupied that place. The Dutch had occupied that place, right? So they were there, and this general was there. He was stationed there, and he put out an ad in the newspaper that he wanted a wife. And she was 18 at the time. She was like, "Hell yeah, I'm down."
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Because this guy is a general. Like, my life will be sorted if I marry this guy. So she,
smart woman.
She auditioned, right? And
sounds typical, but I mean, hey, you know.
and she got to marry the guy.
Times don't change, Frank.
Times don't change. Not for these strippers, man. That's what I mean. My bad.
No, don't worry. And so she got to marry him.
Yeah.
But the marriage was unsuccessful. It was a mess, and they had 2 children, a boy and a girl, and one of them died. I forgot. Wait, what'd you say?
I was like, I wonder what.
You know what I thought of? I was like,
What,
he found out she had an OnlyFans.
On the 18th.
Oh my god.
She was sending pictures to pigeons and shit.
She would mail them out, bro. She would put the camera.
She would receive a note through a pigeon's little leg. Oh, send me a picture of your pug, $100. She fucking sends
a note.
Has to stay like this for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Pinche fish market.
So that they can develop and shit, bro.
She wraps it around. She says this and sends it off and shit. And I mean, hey, I wouldn't doubt, people did that shit back in the day.
1800s. Oh, yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Like, imagine sending nudes through a pigeon. I'm gonna start doing that. If y'all want nudes sending through a pigeon, hey, let me know. I got you. It's gonna be at least $200 per pigeon. That's all I'm saying. I gotta feed the pigeon and take care of the pigeon too.
And you gotta train the pigeon, bro.
And train the pigeon. So y'all are paying for
the thing
pigeon fees.
As far as I understand it, bro, you gotta train the pigeon to be at one spot and then at the other one, and it's only gonna fly between those 2 spots. That's all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, well I'll give y'all a certain location where my pigeon's gonna be at.
It's gonna
Continue your story.
have to travel by boat, bro.
Okay.
So anyways, her marriage goes to shit,
Yeah.
and they have 2 children. One of them dies because they had syphilis. And so the syphilis, killed their children, right? Or their child.
How did the child acquire syphilis?
Because syphilis...
Isn't that a sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah, the parents transmitted to their offspring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a hoe.
And so they develop these difficulties, and over time they die. And I think they were teens when they died.
Rip.
And so
This guy raped.
and so or actually no. The child the child that died first was a child.
Okay.
And then the teenager that lived
Died later as a teen.
Yeah, died later.
Okay.
There you go.
So the end of the story, they both died.
They both died.
Okay.
One of them just survived a
We
little
just gotta
longer.
clarify this one. These two bitches died. Okay.
So how did she live so long with syphilis? Did she end up dying of? Oh wait, no. You said that they killed her. No.
They died as a no. Matahari was fine.
She died. She died of
she was
syphilis.
immune.
She died of gunfire.
Oh shit.
Immune. Yeah, she was fucking immune, bro.
Yeah.
She died of gunfire at the
Yeah.
age of 41. And so
Fuck.
that happens, right? She separates from her husband, and during her time separated from him, she started studying these dancing. Yeah,
There you go.
these dancing techniques of that culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so she begins to sort of develop her own dance style, and eventually she joins a dancing company, and then she gets a little famous and moves to Paris. And in Paris is where she she just explodes.
Like starts fucking.
Well,
Part of that.
We don't know.
and so that's where she had sold out shows and everything, because her show was so good.
That's like the ultimate stripper right there.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's cause back then, dude. Like I remember we did like an assignment for photography, and everything was like sensual. Like even like just the hand. Like this photographer would do like super surreal like photography way back in the day, like 1800s or whatever, or like early 1900s, and there was like a picture of a hand with a shell, and they were like, oh, that's super sexual,
What the fuck?
and it was just a hand. So
I
imagine if
guess.
she was stripping back then. I mean, it would have
Shit.
sold the fuck
Yeah,
out,
true.
because that was not
Damn.
common at all.
I
Yeah,
would have been banking back then.
and she had her dance involved her slowly over time stripping pieces of her clothing off, to the point where she was butt naked except for her boobs, because she was insecure about her boobs. And so
It's a prank.
and yeah, she made famous the whole thing of exotic dancers using jewelry.
Okay.
She made, and
So she came up with the beats that they gave you at SPI on spring break.
yeah, maybe
Mardi
I don't
Gras.
know. And so eventually she starts fucking around with political figures
Smart
of the
woman.
time.
Oh, so she was like a French or like a wait, what was her nationality?
Dutch.
She was a Dutch Marilyn Monroe. Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Damn.
Marilyn Monroe was after, no? Right?
Yeah, way
Yeah.
after. Way after.
Yeah, and
Like
so
the 40s?
I,
right?
I think so. Well, when
yeah.
the Bill Clinton, when was
I don't know.
No, it
Bill
was
Clinton,
it was in the
Kennedy,
60s, John F. Kennedy.
yeah,
Horrible
Bill
way.
Clinton.
And so
Trump.
and so eventually World War I starts,
Yeah.
and she gets accused of having spied on the French for the Germans.
That fucking
And-
sucks.
And the French kill her.
Shot the fuck out of her.
Yeah. They
just shot her?
They lined up 5 soldiers, and they just fired at
And
her.
la balacearon como Reynosa, la verga.
And they say that right before dying, she blew a kiss to the soldiers.
That's cold as fuck.
Dude.
That's cold as fuck. She was like,
But,
boom.
but like,
But-
imagine being ordered to like shoot a woman like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's good money in that bit. You know what I mean?
The report says that she was woken up from her jail cell at like 3 a.m, and she was driven to the outskirts of Paris, where they were
Like it
waiting
wasn't
for her.
publicly. It was just like she just got shot and they left her there type shit.
Yeah, she was
Right?
she was shot like outside of some old building.
Damn, that fucking
And,
sucks. That really fucking sucks.
Yeah, and so the thing is, for I think for over a year right before her death, she was on trial the whole time, and she kept on saying, "I did not spy for the Germans. I have never betrayed France."
Yeah.
And the theory goes that she was never a spy for the Germans, and so as a matter of fact, they just declassified this information.
So they probably
in
killed her because
2017.
she probably fucked around with the wrong politician and.
The French were fucking up in World War One, and
Okay.
so they needed a scapegoat to sort of say, oh, she's the reason why we're losing the war.
Oh.
Yeah, because according to one of the cases,
They need a finger to point to. Something
yeah,
to point to.
yeah.
I mean, that still goes on.
She was the icon.
In court, it was said that she caused the deaths of over 50,000 Allied troops.
Imagine.
But it was just
Propaganda.
Like bullshit. Like.
yeah.
So turn off your
And
phone.
so it was declassified. It was declassified in 2017 by the French government that she was actually innocent.
So it took 100
Damn.
years.
yeah.
Bro.
What the fuck?
And they just killed her. And guess what?
What?
She got clapped.
And after she was shot, they cut off her head and put it in they embalmed it
In a museum?
and put it in a museum.
Fuck.
And guess what? In the year 2000, her head was missing from the museum.
The fuck?
Somebody stole her head.
Yeah.
So who knows where it is? That's disgusting.
Pause.
Doesn't expect.
Bro, look, I don't want to say it, but you just said it, dog. You said it.
I'm gonna bleep that shit out,
Everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, yo, Paul,
bro. Pause on
whoa, you're fucking, what do you call it, necrophilia and shit."
Yeah, bro. Fuck.
I mean, look, listen.
I have no doubt that's what happened.
But
She was
from a
like
museum.
a sex figure.
Yeah,
But who the hell's gonna steal like a mummy's
dude,
head?
because like that sells in
Like,
the black market for like, what?
Especially if it's someone that famous.
Someone that famous.
I guess
I'm pretty sure it was like this ultimate heist.
probably. They really made that heist happen, huh?
I wonder if they're gonna put a GTA mission on that. No. Steal this
GTA
mummy.
6.
Yeah, it's still this mummy from the museum.
And her story basically started off this Hollywood thing about, these super sexy, seductive ladies that are badasses,
Yeah.
She's the one that started. Her story started
cool.
all.
But
But
those movies never really go well. That's all I'm saying.
So like she was
Statistically.
she started like a whole like lady 007.
yeah, they call it the femme fatale,
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that, but cool.
which is a seductive
Sounds
woman
cool.
that does that. Yeah,
And what language is that? Is that French?
yeah, it's French. Yeah,
So you would go like, wait, what was the
I
thing?
think it means it's femme fatale. It means
Femme
deadly
fatale.
woman. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. I'm gonna put that here. Femme fatale.
Femme fatale.
Yeah.
Here, do it. Put it in my hand, Max. Put it in my hand.
All right. Femme fatale.
All right.
Cool. Moving on. So great story.
Not really. I'm playing.
What was the next
Actually,
thing?
hold on. About not lucid dreaming.
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis, bro. I have two stories, and these are actually recent.
Recent.
So
When did that happen?
you said you've never experienced sleep paralysis, right?
I've never.
Really? Dude,
Have you?
I can trigger it if I want.
That's kind of scary, but
Damn.
so basically, I think the first one, the one where I quote unquote didn't see something was the one where that scared me the most than the one that I actually quote unquote saw something.
Yeah?
Reason being because I was in the old apartment that I was in, my mom's,
Yeah.
and it was a typical night, whatever. I was knocked out, and you know how sometimes you have that phase where you're like 50% asleep, 50% awake, or like 20%, whatever. I don't know why the fuck I was kind of sort of starting to wake up, and it tripped me out so hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it made me shit myself. I'm hoping it was just in my head, because I was knocked out, and on the side where like the kind of like where the door is, but like not, because you know how like if I'm standing up and I'm talking and you're like low, you're
Yeah.
like, the noise coming from up there.
Yeah.
You can distinguish if it's coming from
Well,
like high or low,
yeah.
right? So the sound that I heard,
You have a spatial intelligence and you can tell where it's coming
I
from.
guess. And so I heard it like almost like on the floor, like it was low. Yeah, and dude, it was like a weird growl / scream. I don't even know how to explain it. And obviously, I mean, my mom can't do that type of sound. But I'm gonna try to recreate it as best as I can. But it was kind of like I don't even know, but it was like a like I don't know,
Like
but
how,
like
bro?
deeper. It was like kind of like I don't know, bro. It was like
Okay. How about you do this?
it was kind of like a no, that's too muffled. It was like a like a I don't know. It was just weird, bro. Like,
Yeah.
but it was loud. And when I heard it, like I didn't go like, oh, what was that? No, bro. Like I jumped out of my bed, dog. Like that's how fucked up it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit! Like something's in my house.
What time was this?
I didn't see the time, bro.
But like, was this like 3 a.m.?
It was
like,
it was midnight for sure. I
midnight?
just don't know what time exactly. But when I'm telling you, like it me sacó un pedo because I heard like the growl, and I literally jumped out of my bed and I was like this, bro. I fucking got my phone and I fucking put the flashlight and I was like this. I was like, what the fuck was that? And I thought it was like outside my window, but my window's to my right, and I heard the noise to my left. And dude, I checked under not really under my bed because I have like this thing. It's like a shelf. I checked my restroom, like in my desk. I'm like, what the fuck? I go out. I check my mom. My mom's asleep. I check the whole house. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And to this day, I don't know what that was.
It was.
But I'm
It was a what?
It was a fart.
A fart to my left. How the fuck does that make any
It's
sense?
a quantum fart, right, bro?
It was. it just travels.
Yeah, it was a fucking black hole because it literally came out of one.
Fuck.
Bro,
But
your,
yeah, nah.
your ass was facing
Nah.
the right.
No, because I usually always sleep on my back. Weirdly enough.
My boy wakes up at his own fart, just like, oh, it was a demon.
I fart. What was that? What was that?
My
No,
boy
but
pulling a junior.
yeah, that shit was just trippy as fuck, bro. Like that's like the first time I've like heard some weird shit like that, like a growl,
Yeah.
not a fart, a growl.
I mean, they say that demons make these type of fucking noises.
But calm down now.
You got a demon here. I mean, you already moved out.
That doesn't mean they can follow you. But anyway, I just tripped out,
You
bro.
said it, not me, bro.
I just tripped out. And the second one, this one I saw something, and it was trippy. And I knew I was in sleep paralysis because, again, I was sleeping on my back facing the ceiling, and I wake up. Like, I open my eyes, right? And I'm like, I can't move. And that's when I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm in sleep paralysis. And I was like, nah, I can't be a bit like because it's happened to me several times where I wake up and I have sleep paralysis and I can't move, and people say it's impossible. Well, I'm like, my ego says that I can still get up and still move, but I can't. I try to train myself every time I wake up. So I was like this, and I was like, nah, I ain't a bitch. I was like, it's on your head. Move. And I'm like this, bro. I'm trying to move and I can't. I'm like, fuck, and you just can't.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh, like whatever. So then I close my eyes, right? And I'm chilling. I open them back up, and from my peripheral vision where my desk was, I see like a tall black figure, like a shadow. It looked like a person. It was a person, but it was tall, almost to the ceiling.
Okay.
And it was a dark shadow. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I see it, but I don't want to like. I was trying to like look, but I couldn't. I was like, man, what the fuck? So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm just gonna knock the fuck out. I'm like, I'm experiencing sleep paralysis. This is just part of the sleep paralysis. Close my eyes, right? And I was like, I wonder if it's there. I open them back up and it's closer. It went from the wall to one. It went from one end to the desk to the other, and I'm like, hold up, I think it's moving. I'm like, fuck. So I close my eyes. I'm like, so if I close my eyes and I open, is it gonna get close? I wasn't even tripping. Now it's like I'm over here making up theories and shit. Like, I wonder what could it be. I open them, and it was on the edge of my bed. Like, I saw like the big shadow figure in the edge of my bed, and I don't know if it was staring at me. I don't know. I couldn't see if it had eyes or it was just like a black shadow. That's all it was. And I was like, I'm like, then now it's really close. So and I was like, fuck, like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm just gonna keep my eyes closed. I'm not gonna open them. Fuck that. Like, I know I'm experiencing sleep paralysis. I'm gonna sleep it off. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna be fine. And I was like this for 5 minutes, and I'm like, I wonder if it's gone. I'm over here being all stubborn and shit. And I open my eyes again, and it's right next to me on the other side of the bed, like standing, like I see like the big shadow, and I'm like, no mames. And I'm like, nah, okay, fuck that. And I close my eyes again. I'm like, nah.
leave.
Nah, dude, nah, like it was weird.
And you still couldn't move?
I couldn't move at all. I can't
For
look.
over 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I could not.
I
move.
didn't know it lasted that long.
Bro, like
No, it wasn't over 5 minutes. Like this happened like almost kind of like instantaneous, I guess.
But you said that you closed your app for 5 minutes.
Well, whatever it was, but it was. I had just closed them and I kept opening them,
Yeah.
and they were. He was it was on the edge of my bed. And I was like, "Fuck!" So then I closed my eyes. I said, "Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna knock the fuck out." And my dumbass opened my eyes again, and then I saw it like kind of like hovering over me. Like I opened them again. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like it wasn't even like I didn't stare at it. I opened it. I went like open, close, and I saw like the shadow like right above me, like just black. I could barely see it. It was weird, bro. It was weird. So I was like, oh, like that, and I just closed. I was like, okay, yeah, fuck that. I'm just gonna knock the fuck out. I was like, fuck this, and yeah, I just ended up knocking out again. And I woke up the next day, and it ended up being my mom. Now I'm playing. No, I didn't know what it was. Obviously, I mean, it was just a sleep paralysis experience, but I tripped out. I was like, I really wonder what the fuck that was. But
I mean, cause like, well, like speaking of like talking crazy, like couldn't they take advantage of you while you're like in sleep paralysis? And they say
Who's
that they
they?
do, well, like all these weird entities and demons and shit like that.
well,
exist.
there are such things as like sex demons and shit.
What the fuck do those do?
Listen, I'm about to put y'all on something. For
It's
y'all,
like you get a Ouija board, right?
for y'all single people out there, listen, do this at your own risk, all right? Little secret I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Now, this is what I heard, not seen,
From
thankfully.
who?
Don't worry about it. Personal experiences. Now, these entities have a certain name. I just don't remember what the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically, I don't know if you summon it or if it just comes to you. Pause. But from what I've heard, you can like summon this entity and you could choose.
Entity.
And then you can choose it to have sex with you.
No, like you can choose to be either a guy or a girl. Like that's what, from what I've heard. So basically, what this entity is.
Wait, you choose whether you're a guy or a girl?
No, the entity.
Oh, okay.
Or entity. Or the fucking ghost, okay?
Yeah.
You choose whether it has a dick or a pussy, either or.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it was something like that. And basically, like, it has, like, sex with you in a way. And it also, there's also been, like, theories that say that whenever you have wet dreams of you, like, having sex or doing something with someone in your dream,
It's one of those.
it means that like you're
being raped.
like yeah basically yeah that you're being your cheeks are getting, or you're clapping ghost cheeks basically. that's basically, and it sounds funny. It sounds funny, but lust is one of the greatest sins in this world.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
And I really wouldn't doubt that there's like lustful like demons or some shit.
No, but like,
That's what they say.
Hey,
yeah, but like, okay,
a big titty ghost demon
so-
was good.
so-
Hit me
so
up. I
you know
got some
how,
good
like-
deal, I swear to God.
you know how like there's just like we just don't know what we don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like we don't have like the I guess for lack of a better term, the hardware or anything, or even
Mm-hmm.
like the
As long as a ghost don't get pregnant, I'm good.
yeah, but like fuck that goes child support is expensive.
Multi-dimensional child support, bro.
God damn. Oh, and it's like, hey, it's your weekend, and you're like,
The little ghost demon, daddy, oh shit, nah, he don't even look like me. He got horns.
yeah, that little shit doesn't look like me. Where the fuck was I?
I don't even know, bro.
Oh yeah, that we don't know we don't know what we don't know. And since we're like a society that like, if it's not hard science, then we don't really study it because like there's no way to measure it, and science has to be like replicatable, right? Like you just is that the term anyway?
Yeah, you need to be able to test the hypothesis.
Yeah, and
repeatedly.
again and
give me a
again and
month.
again, right?
Give me
So
a month.
hold up. So if therefore like, how can we even tell, or like we just don't know the how do you like the symptoms or like the aftermath of having sex with one of these entities? Like what if it just fucks you up spiritually?
It could.
You know, like
I
we
mean,
just
you don't
know because we don't.
I mean, I hope
study
you've never
that
gotten
as a
jerked off by a
society.
ghost. I mean, if I have, I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I appreciate you.
but
Thank you for your
thank you
service.
for your service. You know what I mean? I really hope you were a female ghost. You know what I mean? But I mean,
Hey.
shit. I mean, I don't know. That's just what I heard from like videos and TikTok shits that I've seen. But I mean, that's basically.
Bro, what kind of algorithm do you fucking
Hey, my
have,
algorithm's
bro?
random as fuck. There's sometimes it's Ninja Turtles, sometimes it's Jim, sometimes it's ghosts, and then it's like tranny shit. And I'm like,
This guy
what's
has
going
like
on,
Rule
bro?
34 weird ass
Okay,
algorithm.
no, okay, I'm not Emiliano, chill out. But you know what I mean?
Oh, my bad.
Dude, okay, kind of like turning the ball a little bit. Did y'all see the trailer for the? I think I sent it to you for the Skinwalker one.
No.
Bro, it's gonna be a Skinwalker movie. And
Yeah?
What?
it looks kind of fire. Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
it involve Native Americans?
Better, bro.
Well,
That's where it originated.
Native Americans. Are
I
from,
bet it's not gonna.
It's from the Wendigos, not
No,
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers too.
Well, Wendigos and Skinwalkers are different.
Yeah, but
it's not- it's-
Skinwalkers originate from Native American.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Native American culture. Yeah. If they don't involve the Native Americans in any way, it's
Then
classic
I
Hollywood.
hope so. I know there was a Wendigo movie that like they included the Native Americans
Yeah.
and shit. I can't remember what the movie. Oh, Antlers. I think that's what the movie's called. It's called Antlers. I can't remember who I went to go see it with.
Now, is this movie gonna be like on the big screen or like on Netflix or
I
HBO?
hope it's on the big screen, but the way that kind of like the trailer was made,
Yeah.
it kind of looked like it was gonna be like on a streaming service.
Oh,
It
okay.
looked like it,
It
but I
looked
could
like,
be
one
wrong.
of those movies.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Hopefully, I'm wrong because. I mean, I really haven't seen like an actual Skinwalker movie like in the movie theater.
Yeah, it'd
you
be
know
pretty
what I mean?
awesome.
I think that'd be pretty dope, and hopefully it's made well.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
What do y'all think? Like kind of like picking back off of that. What do y'all think about the first look at the Avatar?
Oh
Series.
my god, bro, it's fire! I don't know what anybody's talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Look, one thing that Netflix usually gets right most of the times, not all the times, is like their adaptation. Sometimes,
Adaptations.
because I know there's memes and people make fun of like, oh, Netflix adaptation. It looks like whack as shit.
Yeah.
It looks good. For example, The Witcher. Oh my, beautiful. Like that series is amazing. Let's see. Well, what other adaptation do we have from Netflix? I can't really remember like more from the top of my head.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm saying I feel like Netflix might not fuck this up, reason being because the movie that had came out back in 2012, 2010,
Something like that.
the last Airbender movie.
That was nah.
It wasn't the best, man. Like the name pronunciations were horrible. The CGI wasn't the best. The movement for the bending wasn't the greatest.
No, it
like,
was not.
no, it's not that it wasn't the greatest. It was shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But and I'm a really big fan of Avatar: Last Airbender. Like
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan. Zuko's my all-time favorite character in an
Yeah, I mean,
animated film.
like who isn't?
Like
you know?
it's fucking badass. But seeing like Aang, Katara, what do you call it? Zuko and fucking
Sokka.
and Sokka. I honestly I thought they looked really great, to be honest. Especially Zuko, bro.
Dude, I
And
didn't like Zuko.
I like Zuko. He looks amazing, bro.
I didn't like. I like the artism, like the makeup effect. But I don't know. But
it's probably the fit he has on.
maybe. But I really like Sokka's outfit. bro.
Cause the fit he has on is obviously from book 1. Like the fit,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure he's gonna go
Yeah.
by book 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And Aang looks like it's like
Yeah.
a shitting image. Like I feel like they kind of nailed it.
I do like-
and a lot of people are complaining of like, oh, the arrow's too dark. Oh, they should have made the arrow lighter. And like, nah, bro, shut the fuck up. It's a blue arrow. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the texture. Like they still retain
Because
the
it's kind of like
texture.
like a
from-
tattoo, like because
Yeah.
it has little designs on the
Yeah,
arrow, right?
on the
That's
arrow.
what I saw.
Yeah, that's
It
cool.
looks great, and people are saying he looks too young. It's like, bro, in the cartoon he was 12 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
He's fucking 12. He looks like a young kid. He looks 12. You know what I mean?
But he's 112.
Yeah, exactly. 112. Kitara looks amazing as always. Fucking Zuko, Sokka. I think Sokka, like ranking them, it would probably be Zuko, Kitara, Aang, and then Sokka.
Dude,
for
I
me.
like Sokka. I like his outfit.
But his outfit does look pretty fucking dope. I feel like they could have chosen a more look-alike, but I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna nail it either way.
That's what I feel about Zuko. They could have chosen like a better, like an older guy or something.
Well,
like that.
he is old. It's because in the show he is like barely getting into his like teen years, so he's still young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now, speaking of, I really hope
Debate serio.
the only the only thing I'm worried about is the CGI. Don't change the storyline. Don't fuck up the pronunciation for their names and make the CGI amazing. Like if I have to invest $50,000 to make the CGI badass, I'll fucking invest in it. I don't give a shit, but it has to. Like I really hope they do not fuck up the CGI because that's like the one thing I'm really worried about.
At Netflix.
Yeah, please at Netflix, please do
And
not
Netflix
fuck
sees
this
this
up.
and they're like, oh,
You know-
fuck, we can't fuck up now, bro.
Mr. Diamond, we can't fuck this. Dude, speaking of that, a long time ago, and I'm talking about maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was on Netflix, right, on my phone
Okay.
or on my computer. I can't remember where. And I was trying to look for the Avatar, like the Avatar Last Airbender series.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find it. And I was like, fuck, like I don't think it's on Netflix. So then I got connected to a customer service line from Netflix.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, do you know like if in the US like Avatar Last Airbender is available, or if you know if it's gonna come back?
Yeah.
And then we just started talking about like yeah, I don't know this, and like I know this region has it, but this other region doesn't, this and that. I'm like, yeah. And then back then, that's when like the rumor started, like well, they were saying that they were talking about making the series. Like it still wasn't like a thing yet.
Yeah.
So and I started having a whole ass conversation with this one person
With
from
the
Netflix.
chat support, bro.
Yeah, whoever this person was, shout out to you. I was like, hey, have you heard about the live adaptation that Netflix is gonna do? Like, and they're like, yeah, I really hope they don't fuck this up. And we just like we became friends. It was fucking funny, bro. And I'm like, do you know if when it's gonna come out? Because I mean, you work at Netflix, and like, nah, bro, I'm just a customer service rep, dog. And I'm like, nah, you're right. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was funny because it just reminded me of that. But yeah, I mean, I really hope they don't fuck it up, man. I really hope they don't. And they also don't change the storyline as well.
When is it gonna come out?
Next year.
Next year?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
I think that's gonna be like the most anticipated show of next year. For
One
sure.
of them, yeah.
For sure, because
yeah, because also like I don't know, like I haven't really heard much of like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this Marvel film or show. So
I ever since I saw the pictures, I got super excited. I like the casting; it looks great.
yeah,
A lot of people agree, a lot of people disagree. But bro, like you really can't satisfy everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah. Fuck. Why am I so tired, bro?
Mm-hmm.
What time is it?
Barely 9:30.
Yeah, that's probably why.
This guy. All right. Well, thanks you guys for watching. Max has
Thank
to
you
go to
guys for
bed.
what? I gotta go to bed. No, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to Denny's after this. That's
You right?
that's what's
No,
keeping
you're
me
not
up.
gonna go walk your
No.
fucking dog, bro.
Oh,
He needs to go home to walk
He was
look
about to
at.
say
Guys.
some shit. I gotta go with my cousin.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
Alright.
No,
You
wait,
can
wait,
go walking home,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
You can go walking home. A fucking skinwalker's gonna get your bitch ass out there.
Okay, wait.
Go for it.
I do wanna talk about the out of body experiences.
Oh yeah, the astral projections.
Right.
Yeah, because I have.
You have nah.
I didn't have one,
Okay.
but I had something
Okay.
that's close.
The reason why this whole thing came to be is because I recently re-dove into the declassified documents of the CIA, basically admitting that astral projections were a real thing, and they give you instructions on specifically how to do them, or like how to have an out of body
wild.
experience. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah. Tune back in episode 18. We're all gonna be having an astral projection.
It's just gonna be us in our spirits here and shit.
Let's do it.
It's just gonna be us in shrooms.
Oh, speaking of shit.
Oh,
hey, your mom was watching this shit, bro.
I don't care. I spoke to grass on shrooms.
anyway.
So you wanted to say?
Well, no, I didn't want to say that.
Wait, don't move,
But
don't move,
now
don't
that you're telling me.
Fuck. It was like a little gnat.
Flew away. Yeah.
So when I did shrooms, I actually saw people's aura.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's so nice and colorful.
It was like glowing, like different colors.
Wait, but I
Yeah.
thought each person had a different color of aura.
well,
Yeah, they were multiple colors. It was
Yeah.
like the rainbow all around you.
Shit, I kind of want to do mushrooms, but
Yeah.
I kind of don't at the same
And
time.
then we went outside. Oh, actually, when I started seeing people's auras, I got so happy. I felt like this intense.
Did you see
rush
yours
of
in the mirror?
happiness. I looked at myself in the mirror, and it was just so. It was such a happy feeling. And then I rushed out. I rushed out of the bathroom, and I was like, I gotta have more mushrooms. And I started eating more.
Oh, this guy.
I started eating more, and like 5 minutes later, I was outside, and I wanted just to have a very spiritual time, and so I started looking at the fence, at the wooden fence,
He's there for like 5 hours. Just,
You're like,
and
hello.
I kid you not, the fence was emitting very sad vibes.
Why?
Like, I couldn't speak to it, but it was like something in there was suffering. And so I wanted to step away from that, and I did.
It was probably the tree that they chopped up, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And
Time
so
to
then
do shrooms cut.
I separated myself from the wooden fence, and I went over to the middle of the grass, and I kneeled, and I literally, the grass was full of love. I put my hands on it, and I kid you not, the grass went like this.
Oh my God.
It felt like it was pulling me in. It felt so beautiful and sensual. And eventually, I got to actually like speak to it, and I kid you not,
What did
it
say?
was feminine. It was feminine energy.
Yeah, you told me about this before.
Wow.
Yeah, and eventually I took my shirt off, and
Yo.
and it was
Anyway.
cold. It was so cold, but I didn't even feel it. Like I knew it was cold, but I just didn't even
Was
feel
it during the
I-
winter that you did this?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
wow,
in
my
it,
God.
it was in November of a year and a half ago, 2020.
Oh shit.
2021.
And then
2020 or
2020.
No, it's 21. You're right. Yeah, and then, well, we went inside because the people I was with wanted to go inside and watch a movie because the trip.
Are you conscious? Like do you know what you're doing, but you're just seeing that stuff that you're
Yes,
seeing?
and everything. Yeah, like
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even. That's the thing.
Like,
I don't.
are
e-
you completely lucid in the way that you are right now?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
You're completely like aware of what's going on. You know what's happening, but you're
Yes.
just like seeing things.
Exactly. When I was talking, when I was kneeling and I was talking to grass, I eventually said, like in my mind, I didn't even have to speak, but I told the grass, I'm gonna be right back. I need to tell the people I'm with to join me on this. I'll be right back. And the grass, I kid you not, was like, it didn't want to let me go. It wanted me
was a
there.
trap.
And I was like, I'll be back. So then I turn around, I look at the people I'm with, and they're not high. They're just looking at me like I'm weird because, you know, it wasn't,
You good, bro?
it wasn't hitting me. Or it wasn't hitting them. And I was like, guys, you need to join me
Well, you
here.
probably
Like,
ate all the fucking mushrooms, bro.
I
No.
know, bro. This guy was like, I need them all.
He ate the whole
Here's the
pound.
thing.
Look.
The reason, yeah, the reason why,
Yeah.
my theory, the reason why they didn't feel anything was because they had just eaten Whataburger right before that.
So you were in an
And
empty stomach.
I hadn't eaten anything.
Makes sense.
And throughout the whole day, I mean, I had breakfast very early in the morning, and this was at night, like at 11, and I hadn't eaten anything. And I told myself when I was with him in Whataburger, I don't want to eat. And luckily enough, we came up with the bright idea to do shrooms right after Whataburger.
That's wild.
And so I was like, today's the lucky day. And like, it hit me in 15 minutes. I was already
See,
super high.
so-
And like,
How long did the effect last? A couple hours? A day? 2 days?
Nah,
It lasted until I fell asleep. I fell asleep like 2 hours later.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
Yeah.
so it lasts about 2-3 hours.
Because the people that I was with, they weren't getting high. So they were like, let's go inside and watch a trippy movie. Like they thought maybe that'll bring it out of them.
Nah.
And I was like, whatever. And so I just went inside. I put my shirt back on. And they started watching This Is the End. And I was like, you know, this fucking sucks.
That's
Movies-
whack.
I kid you not. I hated movies when I was super high. I was like, fuck this. Like, I really want to get out of here. The wooden floors here are pretty sad. Like, I want to be
They're
out
crying.
there. I want to be out there with the happy grass, you know? And I never got to see
You
my
know what you
grassy
should?
love.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should take shrooms again on an empty stomach and talk to the happy grass while you're cutting the grass.
No.
Oh, it'll be like,
Yeah, fucking
bro.
suffering.
So like to me, here's the thing. Like I do believe that you spoke to the grass. I believe in like in the Akashic record. We've talked about this. You know, everything has energy. Everything is conscious and shit like that. I believe in all that wacky stuff. Yeah, like I
Honestly,
fully,
me too.
Yeah, like 100% believe it. Like to me though, like I've never really done a drug, and I kind of want to get to those states naturally and without them.
Like DMT, you mean?
Yeah, like you know, cause like mushrooms flood your brain with DMT and all that stuff. I think that's what it is. Specifically in mushrooms, I know in psilocybin it is, but I don't know about mushrooms. But I do kind of want to like get there, like by your own means, and raising that level of frequency and being able to talk to your dog, talk to the grass, talk to the lake, talk to the trees, you know, and all that.
Like just connect with nature, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it true that, because I don't know if I heard it on a Joe Rogan podcast, that it was whenever somebody dies that the brain throws out like immense amounts of DMT.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what it is what's
when
the
you
word?
see your whole life
whole
flash
life.
before your eyes.
Basically, yeah, it's something
Yeah.
like that.
So I heard that yes, like it throws, like I heard two reasons, like a very scientific and like a theory. Like number one, like the theory is just kind of like, oh, your brain does that, it floods it floods itself with like DMT, so you don't suffer as much, right? And you think it's like a blissful experience as you're transitioning from the physical realm to the spiritual, right? And then the scientific thing is like, for example, whenever you fall, right? You're falling, and what do? You put your hands, right?
Uh-huh.
So that is because like you fell, like you've
the
fallen
effect.
before.
Yeah.
So your brain knows what the fuck. So when you're falling, your brain goes like, let me check back and other times that I've fallen. Oh, okay, so I gotta put my hand so I don't fucking hit my nose. Like, cool. So you know what to do, right?
Recall.
And then whenever you die, your brain starts looking like, when have I ever experienced this?
But never. Never.
You've never died before, so all of your life flashes before your eyes because your brain is looking for how to solve this and how to deal with this problem, and that's why you see your whole life.
That's fucking trip.
That's
But
what
why
I-
do you
yeah.
why do
Show
you
me.
see
How?
it? Why do you see your whole life flash before your eyes?
Because your brain is looking for like a memory where on.
But you do that all the time. Every time that you recall.
Yeah, but like it's looking for literally like its whole like 70, 80, 90 years, whatever, however old you are. It's looking for throughout your whole life to see if you've experienced this before, so it knows how to deal with you
But it
falling,
doesn't.
but you're dying. Yeah, but it doesn't
That's
find
fucking
anything.
wild.
So it just essentially goes like, brrrr.
Oh,
You know,
I
it
see.
scans all your life to see like, okay, when have we experienced this, so I know how to deal with it.
So then, how can we get to that level without doing drugs?
Well, like I have my own beliefs, but like you know, I mean, that's why I don't eat meat. That's why I don't drink sodas. That's why well, like now I'm getting a little chunky, but I exercise.
You look great to me, bro. I don't know what you're
Thank
talking
you,
about. You're tripping.
But that's why I exercise. Like you take in sunlight. You do all these things. You of course like you can walk barefoot like throughout the grass, and you can start talking to it. You can start tapping into the Akash and the Akashic records and all that. But I gotta do a podcast about this with with Rodrigo. He knows a lot about it. That's like my buddy that I talked to, and we actually went to Mexico. A shout out to Gerardo Amaro. Gerardo Amaro, like he essentially talks about all these topics, and he just knows how to do it like that. And he's been in it, and he tells you like, oh yeah, like here's my story. He's like, I'm not like ashamed of it. Like I started being super religious, and then I went through like chakras, and then I thought angels was a thing, and then I was in numerology or whatever, and it's like then I started like breaking all these fucking beliefs, and like here's what I believe now, and here's like what's helped
Like
me.
he got like all the information from what he learned and kind of made it like
and then
his
he
own belief type shit.
Well, yes and no, because that's like a religion, but he just tells you like, oh, dude, like the holistic movements that are coming, like and all these things like chakras and like stones and ho'oponopono, they're like, those are trash. Like it's essentially just like another religion. They're just controlling you the exact same way, but now with
But like
stones.
they're-
But now
yeah.
with it's just another religion.
It makes sense.
And all that. It's like try not to be there. He's like, well, he doesn't even tell you that. He's like, hey, like if that resonates with you, by all means dive in there. I was there, and then it stopped resonating with me. And then he tells you about the Akashic record and how to like, dude, like we were like 5 days, 8 hours every single day in that course, and it was fucking intense, bro. And it was
Shit, what the
cool.
fuck?
And I have all the notes in that and in a journal with. I think it's in my room
You know,
actually.
the journal's just floating in your fucking table.
But but like he explains to you on like your multidimensionality, how like you're alive in all these other realms, infinite like up and then infinite down, but there's not really up and down, and like it's like literally 8 hours a day on like registros akashicos 1, nivel 2, nivel 3, nivel 4, nivel 5. It's fucking crazy, dude.
What the
It's
fuck?
fucking cool, dude.
Sounds like a lot, but I'm sure like it makes sense at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
dude, and it's crazy because like you there while you're there, you do some exercises and you kind of start getting the vibe. I'm like, oh, like you start getting like the hang of it, and like he's like, okay, háblale ese árbol, like háblale a la multidimensional.
Oh, shit.
Like, yeah, dude. So it's fucking crazy. Like el registro akáshico está bien cabrón. So I need to
sounds
do like a
wild.
whole fucking podcast on it. Yeah.
Dude, for you, excuse me, you should, bro. That sounds
Yeah.
fucking interesting as fuck.
No,
to
it's
be
fucking crazy, and like I've had like my fair share of like shit that happens to me that I'm just like, did I just hear that from like that thing? It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck. But yeah, so it's kind of like it kind of resonates with like you talking to the grass or like you feeling that from from the fans. I'm like, yeah, like totally. You were totally tapping into that, and I believe it 100%. It's just like, for example, like to me, it's like I don't know why. Like, I mean, it was probably just the way that I was raised, but I don't think I would ever do a drug. And I'm not saying that they're bad. It's just like,
well, they're bad.
It's my ego that is like, don't do it, or like it's something inside me that I'm like, nah, like you can just get there naturally.
It's just the way you were raised, to be honest.
Probably.
I mean, Mexican parents, first of all.
Yeah, Mexican parents.
Oh, well, you too. All of us, Mexican parents. So
honestly, all of us.
Dude,
But you guys grew up here. I grew up in
Yeah,
Mexico,
well, yeah.
and your friends tell you like, oh, if you do that shit, you're an evil person.
yeah, that's
So
what I'm
I
saying.
have, like I grew up like that.
Dude, and it's so funny because like obviously my mom's against all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And I love making fun of it, bro. Like I love making myself
Yeah.
sound like I'm a fucking drug addict when I'm in front of her. And it's so funny because yesterday again we were doing all the moving of boxes and shit from the house.
Yeah.
And we had finished for the day, and we were in the car ride. It was chill car ride. Her and I were both tired. We were just chilling, right? And then I go, como que se antoja fumar marihuana, ¿no? I was like, para el estrés. Like, ¿cuál pinche estrés, pendejo? And I was like, te doy, ama, para que te calmes. And he's like, ¿estás pendejo? He's like, no, porque las drogas, primero haces de marihuana, y luego haces cocaína, y luego haces más drogas. And I'm like, how do you know what drug comes next, huh? And she was
How do you know the way?
Yeah. And she was like, nah, because one thing leads to another. And like, I'm not going to lie. I've done weed once, and like just for like a one-time experience.
Yeah.
Because like, me personally, like that's the first and last time I ever did it.
Yeah.
To be honest, like it wasn't like, oh fuck, and it was years ago when I did it.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, he was like 5.
like 4. Now I'm playing. Like thank God I didn't have like a crazy trip, because you know how people like stress out and like have panic attacks whenever they trip, whenever they smoke weed or whatever, especially their first times. Thankfully mine wasn't. Like I was chill, and I was like my trip was like delayed. So like let's say I'm like how I'm talking right now, I would hear it 3 seconds after. It was kind of weird, but it was cool. Like I enjoyed the trip, but I just didn't see like the fun or the fond of doing it every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it. Some people use it for stress or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. You do you, whatever. But I mean, it was a one-time thing. It never called my attention. I've never done it since. No other drug has called my attention. I don't intend on doing any other drugs. I don't want to do any other drugs. You know what I mean?
Well, also because like now you have a child.
Oh yeah, well, yeah,
you know?
of course. You
You
know what I
gotta
mean?
set an example.
You know, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't. I mean, obviously, this was way before my fucking child. You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, you know, you grow up. You know, you get more. You know, you mature. And I know, like, there's adults, parents. They do weed or whatever.
Yeah,
it's normal. I don't care. I have friends that are parents, older people, older friends than me. They smoke weed. I chill with them, whatever. No problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, then it's so funny because remember there was one commercial I saw a long time ago, and I don't think it was a commercial, but it was something like oh that this one girl like went into a store and stole a bag of Doritos because she was high on weed, and it's like no, that bitch just wanted to snack up, dog. That's all I wanted, but she didn't steal the Doritos. They were just saying she was high on weed or something. I don't know. It was so stupid, bro. Like I had nothing against it. You know, go ahead, smoke weed. You can smoke weed in front of me. I don't care. You know what I mean? Just don't do it in front of my kid, you know?
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, I don't know. But it was just a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Didn't call my attention. Basically it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, no, like I respect it. Like you do your shit. I just like, I don't know. It never really caught me. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just saving a whole bunch of money in alcohol and
Dude,
drugs.
you don't
Cause
even
like I
know.
don't, I don't even go out to
know.
clubs, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
let's save a whole bunch of fucking money.
No, you really do, bro. Because, like, I mean, obviously, like, I don't go out drinking every single day.
Yeah.
But every now and then, whenever I do, like, whenever we all go out or whatever.
It's expensive.
Like, yeah, especially where we go. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, over $100 when we go out for our drinks. And, you know,
Each?
Each. Like, sometimes you want to be nice and buy all your homies shots, and it's like $3-4 a shot, and you have like 5-6 homies with you. It's like, well, fuck, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just for the night, you know. My kind of thinking is like, okay, saving money is good, you know. It's that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But you know how I usually think is, you know, money comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But just be responsible with it.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't go go around buying stupid shit, doing stupid shit with it.
Well, buying
You know
stuff
what
that
I
you
mean?
can't afford.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. You know, you don't like put yourself in hardcore debt and shit, aka my sister. But anyway,
Hey. We should do a podcast with your sister, bro.
I'm all right. I'm gonna be absent. I'm gonna look for an excuse not to come.
You're like, oh,
No
I'm gonna be
offense to my
sick that
sister.
day, bro.
No offense to my sister, but
Why not, bro?
Nah, bro. Fuck no. I'm good, bro.
Why, bro?
Because I love my sister, but she's more likely gonna end up seeing like, oh, you're a dick, and she's gonna get up and she's gonna leave. That's exactly how what's gonna happen.
Melissa, if you want to do a podcast, we can talk about graphic design and Mr. Ping, because she loves Mr. Ping. I love Mr. Ping. I didn't even know that she had him.
Who's that?
Mr. Ping is like the best graphic design teacher there in UTRGV.
Oh, that's cool.
The best, dude. I love him. He's like
Yeah.
super. Like he's
Actually,
just the best. Bro.
I mean, I guess if she has time, you could probably invite her because she's gonna go live in Japan. So
Dude,
you can
that's
probably
crazy.
So you can probably talk about like
right now
how she got to it and stuff.
But right now she's in Austin, right?
Yeah, but she's like in the process of also like packing and shit and all that stuff. So right now she's busy. I don't know if she's gonna have time.
Yeah.
I don't know how long when she does get here. I don't know how long she's gonna be here for.
Yeah.
But it would still be cool.
Podcast. Yeah, bro.
And if she ever comes visit down from Japan, an interview would be pretty dope too.
Yeah. Yeah, but for that one you will be present though.
Maybe. I'm gonna think about it. But
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm about to expose some homies real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Number one. First of all, Austin, you's a hoe. You a simp. You're a pussy whip. Second of all, Mark, you a bitch. I'm saying this with love, okay?
Emiliano's just like
All these motherfuckers know I love them, but we always talk shit to each other. So don't
Yeah.
don't be thinking wrong about me and me talking shit about my homies.
No, bro, that's exactly what your dad was telling us.
Oh yeah,
Right
yeah,
before.
yeah,
Yes,
that's right,
yeah,
bro.
no, and I'm gonna tell you all that right now. I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers exactly what I told my dad.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about that.
Because my dad was like, he's
Your dad's observation.
Shut the
No,
fuck up.
you know what? I think it's easy to say, "Oh, we say this shit with love." Nah, bro.
I
no, it's
say
not.
it with love. The way you take it is up to you.
If you talk
Shut up,
about your
bitch.
friends who you are closer with, because I know you're closer with Mark and Austin. If you talk about them like that on a podcast, gee, I can imagine what you say about me when you're not live.
Bro,
Anything-
live or not, I always talk. If I'm gonna talk shit, I talk shit in front of you or not in front of you, and you know that.
Anything less than admiration is not love.
So anyway, let me get back with my calling outs and roastings real quick.
Yeah. All right, go for it, bro. I'll give you a spot.
Nah. Like it's not really a roast, but just basically calling them out. I'm fucking around with Austin.
All my 204 subscribers.
But Austin, stop being pussy with it. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know who it is, Jackie Moore. So okay, Brian.
You moved the camera, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Anyway,
I was so mad.
So my plan was huge shout out to my sponsor.
But it's okay.
Max, I want you to post this reel so that way my sponsor sees it.
Okay. But like, we don't even know who
Hey,
it, who,
chill out.
who
My
it is.
sponsor will know. I'll send it to my sponsor. My sponsor, well, he.
Hey, sponsor me.
My sponsor, thank you again. We still haven't, we still got to talk about it or whatever, but he's gonna basically pay for my trip to Cancun because my sponsor did say he was. Hopefully it happens, right? If he can or whatever, it's totally fine. For my birthday, because the reason why I'm saying that is because 6 to 7 months ago, I started to plan the trip, and I wanted to invite all the guys, right? Whoever the fuck, if we could all go, right? And the main ones that I told was Brian, Mark, Austin, Jonas, and I don't remember who. So anyway, long story short,
Notice how he left us out.
Brian said he was down. You wouldn't have gone. Brian said he was out,
All right.
or Mark said first he was out, that he couldn't. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then Brian said, yeah, bro, regardless, I'm still going to go. I don't give a fuck, whatever. Well, okay, cool. Jonas said maybe. Dope. Now, 7 months, 7 months later to today, right? When I was at the post office, this is why I'm going to say this. When I was at the post office, it says, apply for your passports here, because these idiots don't have passports. And I sent it to Jonas, Mark, and Brian, right? Jonas said, I bet. I'm like, okay, cool. Because, thankfully Jonas is picking up his bread. So he's more likely, hopefully he goes. Dope.
Yeah. Yeah, probably Jonas is like the most reliable.
Probably.
Out of the ones that you
he
named.
probably is.
Sorry, guys. It's true.
Mark's bitch ass actually already took him off Snap because he have more of a chance for a fucking wall to text me back than fucking Mark. He always leaves me on read or read, whatever the fuck you want to say, received. He didn't answer, so fuck you, Mark. I still love you though. And then Brian was like, and then Brian's dumbass says, so reserve Cancun? How the fuck? I'm like, how do you want me to reserve Cancun? He's like, with your phone. I was like, it's impossible to reserve all of Cancun with your phone. How the fuck does that make sense?
He probably just meant the flight and the hotel, bro.
Yes, but I was fucking with him, obviously. And then
IQ 11.
This motherfucker. And then I told him, I was like, well, we're gonna have to do Plan B, which is more than likely just gonna be you and me. And then he's like, nah, I'm not going anymore because it's probably all expensive and this and that. I'm like, bitch, I thought you said 6 months ago that you were down no matter what. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll just go by myself. And he's like, all right, dale gas. So me mandó a la verga. So I'm like, okay, fuck you. So fuck you for lying to me as always. Fucking flaking on everyone like always. On me, on Max, on Mark, on everyone. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. I don't give a fuck. Si quieren vergas, yo doy vergazos. A mí me vale verga. Where was I going with this?
Episode 18, Astro Projection, and Frank versus Brian, Mark, and
I'll cockslap all three of them. I don't care. And then the only one that might go is Jonas, which is dope because Jonas is an attractive dude. You know what I mean? So I know he's gonna have fun over there. But
Jonas is pretty attractive. Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to call him out because how are y'all gonna say yes to me? Oh, and then Brian tells me, sorry, Mark. Brian's writing you out. Brian tells me like, oh yeah, Mark's told me he's gonna cancel Cancun because he already made plans to go to Vegas.
With who?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Damn,
it's like, Mark, fuck you, dog.
It's your homie's birthday.
No, and I've noticed because Mark has been flaking on me too. I text him, and we used to have each other's fucking locations, and this motherfucker turned this shit off.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck
like,
you,
why
bro.
would you have your location with you?
Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't have it.
My homies can know wherever the hell I am. I don't care. I'm home all the time.
Share your location with me right now.
I'll share your location. I'll share my location right now. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll share it.
All right.
I ain't got no secrets to. All right now, I'm at a strip club and shit.
I share your location indefinitely with me and Emiliano.
I'll do it right now. I don't give a fuck.
Emiliano's like, no.
I was like, nah, I don't want him to know where I'm at.
No, the thing is, like, he can turn it. He can turn it on with,
yeah, bro,
with
you know where I'm
but
at,
you don't
bro.
have to turn it on with him.
You know where I'm at. Or actually, I think I have my settings turned off too because I got offended by Mark. But let me turn my shit on.
Oh yeah, Francisco La Torre started sharing locations with you. Do you want to share yours? Question mark. So now I go to the contact.
Oh, now you just showed them where we at, bro.
No, bro. Look, it says unavailable.
Oh, okay.
No, I
not
do.
Sharing location. Okay, here, share my location. There we go.
I do want to show the picture that I have for Frank. I took a screenshot. Should probably be there. the monkey. And
which monkey?
I have this monkey, bro. I've had it for like
11
years, bro. That fucking monkey with the big ass nose.
I have a little cabbage patch for you, bro.
Yeah,
that's cute as fuck.
Do you want to talk about your name on my phone? Number _1.
I don't know that one.
Look, okay, here, let me say this. Talk about another topic and let me think about it.
Okay, bro, the thing is, like,
that one's a little tough.
That's the top. Hello.
That one's a little tough. I'd rather get butt naked on stream and do that shit. Bro, I don't even know. Listen.
Hey, I don't know this one.
Listen, cut.
No, bro. Only.
Look, they hacked my account and they were stealing pictures.
No, they did not.
From my account.
Bro, there's no way, bro.
Hey, by the way, whoever's seen this, go follow that account. That's all I'm saying. I don't have access to that shit, but make me go viral.
Account, bro. It has 112 followers right now. And his goal was 1K. So if everybody watching this follows it, you're gonna be at 106, 100.
Whoever follows you, the goat.
120, bro.
You're straight up a goat if you follow me on that account. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. The thing is, bro, way back in the day, we were in 9th grade. We were all about paintball, right?
Still are.
And you are. And it was Austin, Frank, and I, right? Like, well, first of all, it was just you and Austin first, and then I joined in 9th grade or whatever. We started balling, and then Austin has this cousin. His name is Frankie, right?
Shout out to Frankie.
And he was like an influencer back in the day. We were like, oh my god, you have like over 1,000 followers. That shit was crazy in 9th grade, right? And then like Frank was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start on Instagram and do the same thing.
Frankie
right?
motivated me.
Yeah,
Look,
like he did.
Dude, you know what's wild too? Now that you're saying that,
What?
because it was during middle school, right?
No, this was like early high school, like the
early
first
high
year.
school.
Early
Okay.
high school, yeah.
No, I think it was middle school, bro.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure it was middle
Because
school.
like you posted a picture of a grills. It's right there, and I didn't join
No, bro, but
paintball until 9th grade.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's say it's anyway, middle school, high school, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of right now? Okay, because I did get my motivation from Frankie, from Austin's cousin. Shout out to Frankie.
Yeah.
But
Podcast.
then I think it was that same week or that same month that fucking Chris, shout out again to Chris. He's like, yeah, bro,
Blind
look.
Bandit?
Huh?
Blind Bandit?
What?
Blind Bandit? Chris?
Yeah. Chris, Blind Bandit Chris. He shows me his Instagram. He's like, look, bro, and he had like 4K, 5K followers. I'm like, yeah. I was like, bro, how? He was like, oh, bro, like overnight people started following me. And he started showing me pictures. Like all the pictures had like 1,000 likes and shit. And I got a little jealous, bro. I was like, hey man, I want that much of followers. So it was a big Chris, Frankie and Chris were all, because whenever fucking Chris showed me that, she was like,
but Chris was using bots, bro.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. and then later he told me he was using bots. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make an account. I'm gonna go fucking. I'm gonna pop off on Instagram and shit.
But so was Frankie, right? You told me that Frankie was also using bots or no?
I don't remember.
No?
Maybe. I mean, back then.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of hard to pop off on Instagram. So maybe I don't know. But dude, I've never. If you have pictures, if you find the pictures, bro, or you have access to the account, where you can see the pictures.
PV stuff.
No.
Or what?
No. No, that account.
Yeah, it's right here, bro.
Look. I would put pictures of me like this.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that,
He was
and
like,
I'd be like,
I had a
bored.
bad day at school.
And I'd be like, hit me. Oh no, bro. Back when Kick was around.
Oh
and
my
I ain't
God,
talking and I ain't talking about Kick like the streaming service today now. I'm talking about Kick like the texting of like the Snapchat of back then.
Who's down?
Look, check this out. Check this out. This was 2014. So yeah, I think 20. No, yeah, I was during high school. Yeah, I was during high school.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's down to Kick with the little monkey like that, bro? I was like,
fucking
hey,
bro.
I'm cringy hard. I was like, I know y'all don't know me yet, but I want to know you guys. And then I put Kick, and it was paintballer _16. So hey, what's good, hey, baby girl? You know,
Let's go Kick.
Hey, y'all
right
can
now.
kick me out. What's up? And then I put at my buddy's house, dude. And I make the same fucking I make the same fucking faces in every fucking post, bro.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like this. That's a fucking face I make.
Yeah, bro.
How many posts do I have? 13. Damn, back when I had my old axe. Dude, that gun was beautiful. You want to know a little backstory about this gun? Not backstory, but like a little story about this gun?
Not really.
Okay. So on Instagram. Nah, it's nothing crazy. But number one, I regret selling this gun because it was such an amazing gun. I wish I still had it.
Yeah.
And when I sold it, I found it again because I had put like a silver HK Army sticker on the grip that surprisingly never fell off for years. It never got dirty, never ripped, nothing. And then I ended up finding it on sale again on the Facebook market or on the paintball, one of the paintball pages.
Yeah.
And I texted the guy. I was like, hey man, like that used to be, and I know it was my old paintball because of the sticker.
Yeah.
And one of the bolts that was different. I was like, hey bro, like that used to be my old paintball gun. You know, if you're still selling it, if it's still available, I would love to get it off your hands. I would really like to have it in my possession again. And not even 5 minutes later, he texts me and it's like, hey, I do apologize for the inconvenience, but this person sadly passed away like this week or some shit.
No
like,
way.
yeah, I felt really bad. I was like, oh shit, like I'm really sorry for the loss. But the gun though, I'm playing. Nah.
It's like, hey.
I didn't text him back. Obviously, I was
So
like, I
like-
apologize, right? But
So $200.
yeah, but nah, she was wild. But nah, I missed that gun. If I ever find that gun again for some reason, I'm gonna buy it back because it was such a great gun.
That sucks though. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
you could have had your gun back.
I mean, man, let the homie rest in peace, right? Or
Yeah.
homegirl, wherever it was.
Yeah.
But nah, bro. But that Instagram account was wild, bro. I really thought I was gonna pop off
Yeah,
hardcore,
but I
bro.
remember, bro. I remember that shit, bro. I remember when you were doing it, and
It's because you didn't have stories back then. You didn't have reels. You didn't have
Nothing, bro.
nothing. It was just your
It was
page and
just a
posting.
feed. It was just
a
pictures.
feed. So, I mean, obviously now you have a lot bigger chance of getting recognized and seen.
the
and shit.
algorithm works different.
Yeah.
You got all the social medias. You got Facebook Reels, TikTok
insane.
Shorts. You got Instagram. You got Snapchat.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all. Hey,
And,
by
and,
the
now,
way,
and now you're streaming on Kick, right?
I'm gonna start streaming on Kick. Yes,
And
I am.
you only need 75 followers to start earning like 16 an
Well,
hour.
that's like a rumor that they're saying.
Yeah.
I still don't know if it is true, but what I do know is that you can start to make money a lot faster and a lot easier on Kick.
That's cool,
And
bro.
once you do start making money, I think they said that you get to keep like 90% of those earnings.
Can you
And
stream a podcast, or is it only for
100%.
gamers?
No. You can do IRLs, you can do podcasts, you can do gaming
Podcast,
streams,
bro.
and I would recommend for you to start. I think you should do a Kick stream because
Yeah.
Twitch right now, Twitch is on its downfall, and I think that's one really important thing. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I think
Fabo.
we should kind of oh shit, I'll take it, but I think we should kind of talk about this right now. I mean,
Right,
I mean, no, you're not really into like the content creation and shit, but like mainly for you and I, from what I've seen on all these TikToks, a lot of people from Twitch are going to start and are already moving to the Kick streaming platform, because Twitch is starting to set a lot of really specific and, like, I guess you could say, like, aggressive rules that, like, whatever thing you do, whatever thing you say or show, like, they can ban you, they can take down your videos, they can what do you call it, it's like ban you, I think I already said ban, but or a temporary ban, that's what I mean. And also, I think Twitch also keeps from 50 to 60% of your earnings.
Yeah, it's like extremely
That's
strict
guidelines,
and
yeah.
That was the whole thing also with YouTube. I mean, Rumble against YouTube.
Yeah. But I don't think that's gonna go too crazy with Twitch and Kick.
Yeah.
And what what Kick is also doing, they're starting to send streamers that are still on Twitch. They're sending them like a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's like contracts, but it's like a bunch of merch and a bunch of shit, like to be like, hey, you can make a lot more money from here than on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get on the ball rolling. And also the reason why I haven't been going live, obviously, being this whole past week or 2 weeks, because I've been moving, obviously.
Yeah.
But I do kind of want to discover a lot more of the road on Kick, because it looks extremely familiar. It looks extremely a lot like Twitch.
Okay.
But from what I've heard too is that you have a lot more freedom of speech, a lot more freedom of expression, and a lot more just freedom of everything in general, of what you want to say, what you want to do, and all this other stuff.
They actually follow the Constitution.
Yes, yeah, exactly. and I think that's really great. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe some things may be said that a lot of people don't like, and it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of people agree and disagree.
Yeah.
But I think if it keeps going how it's going, and all these big streamers are starting to move to Kick, like, dude, Twitch is going, like, it's starting to go down bad, man, and it's going down quick. That's why I kind of want to start jump on Kick as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Because then by the time Kick is on its peak, it can be a little hard to, get yourself discovered and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But shout out to the 6-7 people that follow me on Kick, actually. That I haven't gone live yet, but I will soon.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll start a channel if you're telling me that I can stream the podcast.
You
like,
should.
Fuck it, yeah.
You should. Reels, Max. Reels. Shorts.
Dude, I know. The thing is, like, well, it's because, like, dude, like, what, like, you know what I do. You know, I get busy.
Yeah.
So
that's understandable, bro. It's 100% understandable.
The thing is, like, I do put my shit all the way to the end. Like, all my reels on like my personal shit, I put it all the way to the end because I got other shit to take care of before that. However, now that
the app or the software,
the Optum, what was it? Opum
I don't know, but the AI that helps you.
The AI that just literally like analyzes your video, takes about 10 to 20 minutes. It cuts the shit for you.
Yeah.
Now, the only reason why I wasn't using it is because it didn't have speaker detection. Now it does. That was in early June.
That's gonna be a lot faster.
So the thing is like it cuts it for you, right? Oh, super cool. It adds the text. However, it was always misaligned because it wouldn't detect who was speaking, so it wouldn't line up the video properly. So it wouldn't work for me because I had more than one speaker.
Yeah.
So it worked perfect for one. Not for like several.
And
now it does.
Several. So now it's gonna look a lot better, a lot crispier.
Now I can just pump out content like.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's fucking that's beautiful. Thank the Lord for AI.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just like wow.
Yeah, and I was also gonna say I haven't gone live yet. And I think I already told you that I ordered a dummy battery for my quote unquote new camera that I'm gonna start streaming with.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Max because he messed around with my settings. He's like, he's teaching me a couple things about recording and
just
shit.
Shooting,
because obviously I don't know too much. I just know what I know. But that's what comes along with all this type of stuff. If it's from streaming games to videography, photography, whatever it is that that you do, little things like that, and it helps. It's just it's a journey. It's a learning experience. And I thank you, and I thank everybody that's helped me along this road.
We're here to help one another, and like if you pop off, bro, like that's awesome.
When I pop off,
and like the thing is, like, well, I don't understand when people like see like somebody else's success as like their loss. Cause like you only build each other up. Like if you pop off, that helps me. If I pop off, that helps you. Like because we're always here, we're talking.
Yeah,
so
bro.
It's like
one of my biggest dreams, honestly, Brand. Like, I may not like. Maybe I won't be the most richest man in the world, right? I mean, you never know, right?
Market's live, bro.
Fuck, ain't no comment. But when I make it, bro, and when I'm successful and whenever I'm financially a lot more stable, I'm gonna find ways to help not just my obviously myself and my friends and my family, but people that need it. You know what I mean? My goal, one of my biggest goals in life is to at least change one person's life. If I can do multiple, I will. But one of my biggest goals is changing someone's life. Like, I want that person to say, that's the guy that changed my life for the better.
Yeah.
That guy saved my life.
Yeah.
That's one of my goals. And I want to help people. And like, like, I'm stupid. I say dumb shit, whatever. But I just want to help people. You know what I mean? With my success, when and
like
ojalá Dios,
either like putting them like as your platform or financially or something.
Yeah, man. Like I can like set up a GoFundMe and like donate it to a charity or help out the homeless. Kind of like what a lot of people are doing nowadays, or like helping out like the Mexican street vendors and shit. That's one thing I've always wanted to do. Also, just support the community here, support a bunch of stuff. That's a really big thing I want to do. You know what I mean? But that's gonna come along the way, hopefully, with my success, and God willing, everything goes well with me and with you, my boy Eric. Shout out to my boy Eric, Jonas as well, because Jonas is gonna start content creating too.
Jonas, let's
so
go.
I'm excited.
Wait, does Jonas already have his name?
I think he does already.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? He already has his PC. He already has everything.
Good, bro.
He hasn't texted me, Jonas. Why haven't you texted me? To like set up his Streamlabs and everything, so I could help him out. But I mean, I'm not gonna pressure him to anything. It's all his time. I'm gonna do me. He does him. If he needs help, I'm gonna be here to help him out. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I mean, I'm really excited on this road. I finally hit 600 about like 2 weeks ago, like 600 subs, and I just can't wait to see the 1 and then the K right next to it.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
wait, no, it shows like 1000.
Whatever it is,
Yeah,
whatever
'cause,
1.00, whatever it is, whatever. But I 1K is gonna be a huge fucking milestone for me, man.
Oh, you're more than halfway there, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. Like it's wild, bro. Because when I first started the account, I had 4 YouTube accounts, and those were the only 4 YouTube accounts that were subbed to my account. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I was for like the first couple of weeks, and then you guys started subbing, and then the shorts and all that stuff, and now I have, dude, you don't know how grateful I am for everybody that's been subbed to my channel. So my peeps, I call them my peeps. I know I am really appreciative, right? Appreciative for all of you, to be honest, because every time I'm live or I post a video, it feels great whenever someone mentions a specific part of the video, like, oh my god, like and from this time to this time, like your face looked so funny, or oh, this joke that you made is hilarious, or like little things that knowing that they're watching my videos and they're actually enjoying my content is one thing that I think is so great, because I enjoy it, they enjoy it, and that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
100%,
and
bro.
it's just so great. And then whenever I'm going live, before I even start, like they're already chatting up in the chat, and it's just great, man. And it feels amazing, and I'm so grateful for it, because I started off with nothing.
Yeah.
On Twitch and then on YouTube, like no one, zero weeks and weeks. And I'm still barely scratching the surface. You know what I mean? And I'm hopefully striving to keep going. My new camera setup, hopefully it looks better. Hopefully, it's crispier, the content looks better. Hope eventually I'm gonna upgrade my mic. It's little by little.
Yeah, bro.
But I am grateful, man.
That's the whole thing. Grateful. Like this also podcast. It was little by little. First it was a table, then it was like 2 mics, and then it was two of these, bro. I really little by little.
I wish you had the fucking content. Whenever was it you that broke the chair, right? Or Brian?
It was I broke the chair, bro. I mean, it has to be somewhere in that hard drive.
If you ever find it, I just put that one clip, bro.
That was hilarious. We were laughing. Man. Essentially, like I had a chair, and I still have it, but we were laughing so hard in that podcast in my other studio, in my other house.
Shit was wild.
And then I went like this, and like the fucking back just broke, bro. And then we started laughing even harder, bro.
Oh fuck! Oh, I got a crap.
Oh fuck!
Bro. It's like under my thigh, dog.
Te jaló la pierna. La tercera.
Fuck. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god, dude, that fucking hurt, bro. Was my leg trying to tell me? It's because it's a chair. Because I have my legs like this, like I'm almost kneeling down to the floor. Yeah, because this chair goes down eventually. You see.
Well, fuck. Any final thoughts, guys?
Oh man,
Emiliano.
Did you say final?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to end it.
No.
Well, it's because
what was the bonus thing you were gonna say?
I was gonna ask if we could watch that video you sent me on Instagram.
Which? Oh yeah, that was
we watched it with Frank.
I don't
Yeah.
think you sent it to me, but I don't think I saw
We
it.
can watch it with Frank, and then you put it up there for the podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
yes, I
So
think that's a good
essentially, have you seen? Well, do you know what the observer's effect is?
Observant or what?
Observer's effect.
I
We
don't
talked
think so.
about it at the coffee zone.
the coffee
It's
zone.
where your photons affect
Oh.
something.
Okay, yeah.
So essentially, electrons behave differently whenever there's an observer, and they behave as a wave when nobody's observing them, and they
Yeah.
behave as a particle when somebody's observing them. So that kind of begs the question of like, does consciousness create reality?
Makes
We don't
sense.
know, right? So this video essentially talks about an app where you can submit a picture of a dog, and it'll tell you the breed. Now, do you know what metadata is?
I think so.
Metadata is like just like random. Sorry, it's not random. It's like just the information that goes with a picture. It tells you like,
Okay.
You can always put your name on your camera, right? Like you put it there, and it's gonna be like, okay, photographer, Frank, right? And it'll tell you what focal length it was taken at, which camera.
Damn.
Sometimes the lens, like all that. That's metadata. It's just info about the picture, right? So this app, whenever you submit a picture of a dog, it creates random metadata, and it's only 2 photographers that show up, right? Like let's just say like Johnny and Jessica, right? So people found out that whenever somebody was looking, like the dogs were looking at the camera, let's just say like it would say Johnny. And then like whenever the dog was looking away from the camera, it would say like Jessica or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like the other photographer. So then they were like, okay, what if like we were able to run this app live, and then we connect it to a computer like a camera live? Like how would it act, right?
Yeah.
And then like they kind of did it. I don't know if this is a short film or not, but it's interesting. I don't know if it's actually real life, right?
Okay.
So they did it, and like let's just say like we have my computer connected to that camera, and we're looking at it, right?
Yeah.
So the app starts saying Johnny, 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 right? Because we're looking at the camera.
Oh.
And then we look
I think
away.
I have seen a clip of that.
Yeah, we look away,
Uh-huh.
and it starts saying Jessica, 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 because the app is detecting that we're looking away. Now they put a fucking blindfold, right? And of course you're not looking at the camera.
Yeah.
So it says Jessica, but then they're like, imagine that you're looking at the camera. And then it starts saying Johnny, 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 Johnny. So the app is somehow detecting
That you're
looking at it, even though it's just your imagination.
Yeah, I think I have seen this video, if I'm not mistaken.
Does consciousness create reality? And like,
It's because,
like,
bro,
what?
it's
It's
honestly,
just your.
it's just like
weird.
a lot. It's just like one of the billions and billions of mysteries out there in the fucking world that you just can't explain it.
And we just
you know what I
don't
mean?
know what we don't
And
know.
sometimes a lot of things just make sense. You know, like without no explanation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
The thing is, like, also, like, we only have you seen the light spectrum and how much we
Uh-huh.
can see?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the light spectrum is fucking huge, and we can only see like a fraction of a fucking fraction, right?
Yeah.
And we only focus on that, on what we can see and measure. And if we don't see it, for us, we just dismiss it because we can't. It's not tangible for us. But like,
Wait a minute.
yeah, most of the fucking universe is like probably like within the spectrum that we can't even detect.
Emiliano's flabbergasted
Wait,
right
guys.
now. What?
So if consciousness
Creates reality.
creates reality,
If
then what was life like, or what was the Earth like before it had life on it?
exactly.
Nothing.
So no.
But there's
that's the whole thing.
geological evidence that suggests it was something.
So there had to be an
But
observer.
but there was
Is the
always
observer God?
Now define number one, the observer, and define consciousness. Because like an insect, if one insect is present on Earth, then that's conscious.
It's a conscious.
So it happens. Is
Even
it?
from like the smallest like living life form, like this tiniest life form. 'Cause
If it's that's the thing, define consciousness. Is it a human? And then like, are
I
we
think
so
if it's-
prideful
I feel-
that we define anything less as non-conscious?
just like plants and trees,
You know?
I feel like they have a conscience.
Yeah, no, dude.
To a
Like
certain, like,
you know, like the
Yeah, I
rocks.
spoke to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, yeah. So, you know, like the cells that you have in your eyes, those have been found all throughout a plant's body. So in a way, they do see you and they perceive you.
That's trippy, bro.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
So
like,
I think there was just consciousness even before there were like humans and animals and shit.
See,
like
that's
it's
the
always
thing.
been there.
so for example, if you get out of your body,
That makes me think of
Because
God.
bacteria and disease and shit, it has a conscience, right? Bacteria.
or is it tied to the one conscious that defines a universe?
Watch us discover like some hardcore secret and shit. We get nuked and shit. Like, hey, they know too much.
They're like,
Hey, chill out.
YouTube's like, nah.
Like, nah, we're gonna have to cancel you, my bad.
It's because look, sometimes
Go
when I'm in the state of limbo, which is I'm not fully asleep, but I'm not fully awake. I have my eyes closed, and I spawn in a random location.
Okay.
And in this location that I'm
Astral
in,
projecting?
I'm able to browse it by moving my eyes with my eyelids closed. So like right now I'm looking to my right, now I'm looking to my left. I can explore that random room I'm in by looking around.
But it's only it's only imagination, right?
It's only in my head, yeah. And then sometimes I can think, okay, I imagine a person. Last time that this happened, it was 2 days ago. I did it because I was taking a nap and I entered that limbo state, and I saw this black man, right? And I was able to like see every detail in his expressions and on his face. It was so awesome. Like it was very detailed.
So it's almost as if you were there.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, was I there in some sort of alternate reality?
I mean, you could, because like for example, sometimes it's weird, but sometimes I feel like I'm alive somewhere else, and like something seems so like naturally like home. For example, like I used to generate, Midjourney, the AI, the text to image AI. I used to generate these like cyberpunk cities at night.
I love though that type of vibe, bro.
And the thing is because like I'm always watching cyberpunk movies such as like Ready Player One or like Alita the Battle Angel.
Have you seen Cyberpunk Runner's Edge on Netflix?
No,
it's cool. It's animated. It's animated.
I saw like the first or second episode.
It's pretty dope.
And like the thing is it's because like that felt like home. And like what if there's just like a fucking where like we are alive in like these weird like different dimensions.
I feel like you and I are kind of the same in that aspect because whenever, like especially, I don't know about you, but especially whenever I see like a cyberpunkish like city when it's at night or it's like cloudy and rainy, like I just feel it just feels right to me.
It feels like at home, right?
I just feel like
There's
I
just
can
something
sit,
about it.
watch the city for hours, just relax, bro.
Dude.
Just like no worry in the world, like just enjoying life, bro.
And I love the city.
Even if it's just a screen of a city, like I can deadass just look at it for a good while and just be like, holy shit. And you know what's actually amazing that I'm actually gonna do? Maybe not tonight, but whenever I have space. I've been seeing a lot of TikToks. You know VR chat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, VR chat is, it's a bunch of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of worlds that people create. Yeah. And I saw one on TikTok that it was like a cyberpunk city.
Bro,
and it was like a rainy cyberpunk.
Bro.
And I want to see if I can go to that city in my VR.
Server. Yeah.
And
bro, so send me that shit so that I can like sign up for a VR chat on that computer.
Yeah, like I'm gonna look for. I think I saved it on my TikTok.
Bet.
And rolling the ball back to what you were saying, how you closed your eyes and you feel like you were somewhere, else. That happens to me whenever. For me, like when I feel my most relaxed. Usually, whenever I take a hot ass shower, I either sit down or lay down, and I'm just there, like try to relax as much as I can, and I just close my eyes. And every time I do that, I always concentrate. First, I listen. This is what I do. It's kind of like me meditating in a way. That's why shout out to my baby girl. You know what I mean? If she sees this, I guess it's like me meditating. Like I know I do waste a lot of water sometimes. Sometimes I take quick showers, but whenever I'm like really tired and I kind of just want to relax, I stay in my shower. Sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 2. The max I've stayed is like 3 hours, which I know it's insane. Yeah. But it's usually about an hour or 2.
Okay.
I either sit or lay down, and at first I have my eyes open and it's a hot water, and little by little I'm going hot until it's all the way.
Yeah, because it runs out.
Yeah, basically. So at first I concentrate on the. I start listening. I listen to the water. I listen to the shower head. I listen to like sometimes like the outside or like what's going on inside the house. My dad's watching TV. Like I try to pay attention to as much noise as I possibly can. And then after I kind of have all that noise stuff around me on lock, I close my eyes and I start feeling the water. At first, I start feeling the water that's hitting me first. And then after that, you know how sometimes water hits you and it like pops and it gets little smaller droplets and it hits your skin? I start
You
feeling
start
for
feeling
that.
those, yeah.
And then after that, like I start feeling for all the water that's like dripping down my body.
Yeah.
Which is my arms, my legs, whatever.
You start being like conscious of like
Like
literally
as much
yourself,
surroundings as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the feeling, the hearing, everything. And then it's like meditating for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly what meditating could consist of because I know there's several what do you call it, like forms of meditating. But that's just like where I feel like most at peace, like the most relaxed.
Yeah.
And then whenever I close my eyes, I start imagining like a place, and it's usually a really big, huge, like almost infinite field, like just like a grass field, and it's usually like, I don't know if it's sunset or sunrise, and it's just kind of like walking or running like in the fucking field, just constantly just running. And I could close my eyes and I'm still conscious, like I'm still hearing everything, still feeling everything to like as specific and as like crazy as possible, and still imagining that. I don't know, I just think it's weird.
I do that too. Like next time, like do the exact same thing, but once you get to that limbo state and you're in that field, now start feeling the grass in that field. And start feeling your feet walking on that field.
And I'm pretty sure, like, so the aspect,
You
the
know?
aspect of the water that's hitting my hands will probably make it think that I'm touching the grass. I don't know. I feel like my brain could function like that.
So I do the exact same thing, dude. Like I usually try not to go past an hour, but like when I'm tired, dude, like I do it like once in a blue moon where like, I actually do meditate in the shower. Yeah, with the hot water and all that. And then I get to that limbo state that you're talking about, right? And it's crazy because like I start basically talking to what I believe is the Akashic record, which is myself in a higher consciousness.
Yeah.
And whether I'm going through a creative block, whether I'm going through like a stressful period in time, I need to like somehow lose that stress, put it aside, and then do that, meditate or whatever, and then start talking to myself because I gotta get to that limbo state in the most like peaceful way possible. And then do like whenever you start feeling like it's talking back and giving you those answers that you're seeking, it's fucking crazy, dude. Because like you're like, oh shit, like this. Like not only like does this work, but it feels awesome. Like you feel like so connected, and like you stop feeling like you're alone, and you start having this sense of hope and like, sort of like more driven because you're like, oh shit, like yeah, I'm not alone. Like I'm connected to like all the universe. Like last time that I was running, for example, I was jogging and then I started feeling some weird connection to the earth, and then the connection of earth to the sun, and then from the sun to another sun, and like all the universe. And I was like, fuck, I was like, I'm literally connected to the universe. And I started feeling that.
Yeah.
And that's similar to what I do in the shower, like what I feel in the shower. And like, just whenever it starts talking back and you get all these answers that you've been seeking. And then it's just kind of like, oh yeah, duh. Like I'm just so blinded by ego and all these things. And it's like, it's just so obvious in the moment. But once I get out of it, bro, if I don't write it down, I forget. And to me, it's because I went like I'm no longer in that high frequency. I open my eyes, I get down from that frequency, I start focusing on, the material world. So I come down from the spiritual quote unquote trip. So I gotta write all the answers that I got down or any ideas. Sometimes I'm going through a creative block and I gotta do a flyer, I gotta do a poster, I gotta do a trifold or something, anything, right? And I meditate or I do that thing. I talk to my Akashic record. I get this awesome fucking ideas. I see it all in front of me and I'm like, fuck. And like, I know that I gotta wake up, fucking draw it on my notes app, because it's gonna go away in like 2 seconds. So, and then I produce it, and like that's one of like the best works that I've ever done. Or like the best works in my graphic design come from like that. From the Akash. It's weird, but it's like, and I'm proud of it. I'm like, this looks so good, know?
Can I say something? It's kind of like, it's kind of like related to that, but not really.
Yeah.
And it's so weird. Okay, so you know how my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man, since y'all fucking known me. Okay. Well, I've always had like little dreams here and there where like I'm swinging or I'm climbing a wall and shit, like dope ass dreams.
Yeah.
But there has been multiple times where I have the same dream where I'm making like a web fluid formula.
Okay.
And in the dream, like I see what kind of like like it's random stuff, and I have it written down on my phone. Every time I dream it, I write down like the list of things, right? Yeah. And look, watch. And I'm gonna have it right here, watch. I don't know why it's so weird, but it's like the one thing I remember about that one dream. Watch, where is it?
Agua de limonada.
It's like random stuff, bro. I know it's here. Hold
Caca
on.
elefante.
I mean, you never know. Mixing a bunch of weird shit could really, come up with some. You know what I mean? Let's see. That's my thing.
So what if you are actually like, for example, like next time you do shrooms and you're feeling the grass and all that, and you actually
I
talking.
told myself I'm never gonna do it again.
Okay, but like if you ever do, and like, what if like you start talking to yourself in a higher realm or something? Like, what if it talks back or something? And you're like, which other dimensions in my life? And then what if you start seeing them? And then what if like you see some weird alien humanoid lion looking thing, and it's like, oh yeah, this is you. Your name is, I don't know, some weird alien name, right? And you have a family, and you live in a field, and your job is, you're a farmer, and there's in this world, like this world knows peace, and like everyone contributes. There's no money, and it's like, oh shit, and like you actually feel it, you know, like that's fucking crazy, because like that's the shit that what happens to me like in the shower, you know.
Okay,
it's weird.
You want to hear the list?
Go for it, bro.
Okay,
we're gonna go ahead and hear the list of
potential web fluid.
Potential web fluid
from my dream.
From Frank's dream. Let's do it.
That I've had multiple dreams of. Okay, it's kind of like you're creating slime, because you know how like you create slime with like weird shit. Okay, right. I don't know. They're not in order, but there's like from what I remember from the dream, I know I'm missing like 2 or 3 more.
Okay,
but it's butane.
What is that?
Butane is like, it's like lighter fluid in a way, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's
gas butano.
Like, yeah, exactly. There you go. Shaving cream.
Okay.
Mouthwash. Contact lens cleaner. Elmer's glue, what type? I don't know. And Germix.
Bro.
That's on the list.
You should straight up make a YouTube short like this. So I had a dream that I was making web fluid, and today we're gonna mix those ingredients together.
But I need to have that dream again.
That's gonna get a lot of views.
That's gonna go viral, bro.
That's a video right there. Do it.
Now here are the things. Now here's
Clip that shit.
Now here's where it gets hard. Pause. What brand of butane and mouthwash and all this bullshit? What brand? How much of each? What order of each? You know what I mean?
What you need to do next step is triggering that dream, and then somehow being like, oh shit, I'm in this dream again, and then making it lucid, and then you're like, now I have control of the dream. Now I can see which brands and specifically how much of each ingredient to mix.
Cause I actually saw, I came a really interesting Instagram reel the other day. I think I started following the guy. He's like a really huge Spider-Man fan. And he has like his like little like customized web shooters. Yeah. And when he shoots them, it's kind of like shooting like a spray, like a right. And it kind of looks like a mist, and it starts falling. It looks like webbing, and everybody's asking like, "Yo, what liquid is that? What liquid? Because it's like it's going from a liquid, and when he sprays it, like it's not like a string.
It condenses in
but
the
like it like solidifies.
Yeah,
Like as soon as it touches oxygen, it solidifies.
Yeah.
And I started doing research of like what kind of like chemicals can solidify, and I started getting a bunch of like different lists of like chemicals, and I was like, I'm gonna start fucking around with this, you know, man. You never know. Like, obviously, maybe you're not gonna swing from buildings and shit, right? But maybe you can make something extremely similar. You know what I mean?
Something very sticky.
Yeah, something like oh, and it sticks, and you can like pull something with it, or like you know, I mean, it sounds crazy, but you never know. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying it's gonna go to the extent where you can fucking jump off a building and start swinging and shit. Obviously, more than likely, never is gonna be possible. But maybe to a certain extent, because I mean, nothing is impossible. You know what I mean?
You just said that it was.
No, well, nothing's impossible. You never know.
Bro, but like for real, you should do that clip that I just told you.
I just might, bro, because I mean, shit, like I don't know.
I'm gonna cut this into a clip, and I'm gonna go ahead and at you, and you're gonna do it after.
Okay, bet. Oh, and one of the reels that I saw of that guy, he like collected like some of like the spray, right?
Yeah.
And he sprayed, like he started spraying like a soda can. I don't know if it was full or empty. And I don't know if it's like some type of silk or like a spider silk or whatever. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And it started like getting in the can, and he grabs it and he picks it up, and he picks up the can with it. So it's like sticky enough to pick up the can. And I was like, bro, what? Like that's actually very interesting. And a bunch of people are like, oh, bro, I think it's Spider-Man and shit. It's like, well, yeah, you can make fun of him as much as you want, but like. This is the closest I've ever seen someone to like actually because you go to YouTube, you put like actual web shooter, and it's like a little string with a magnet and shit. It's like that, but this guy like has like chemicals and shit. And it's like, bro, that's weird. That's crazy. Like that's cool as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw like a really realistic version of Andrew Garfield's web shooters. No, I think it was Tom Holland's. This guy created them. I'm pretty sure it's different because it's not about chemicals, but he shoots like a very sticky sort of web. It's already like pre-made, so it just sticks out, and it actually sticks, and you can drag shit. Like if you yank it like.
But is it like a string or it's
enough?
like a?
It's like a weird like sticky string.
What the fuck? But does it retract?
Yeah, it retracts back on it.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's not the point of the web shooter. You can't
know.
have something retract back. The point is like,
or something like that. I don't know. I forgot. But have you seen the guy that does like, come here, like he does like hacks about like fast food or like secrets?
I think
Like he's always in the mirror. He's like, come here. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
like he
He's kind of like
reacted
dark
to
skin, right?
Yeah. He reacted to the actual web shooter thing. He's like, come here, we fucking need one of these. It's like if you're an adult over the age of like I don't know what, you should get like a pair of these for free. Isn't that
Yeah, dude. Well, he probably gets sponsored by that shit. And you know what I was thinking? Like in my brain, how I think like if someone were to make like, let's say they make a liquid that works, maybe not like as strong as for you to swing, but like a liquid that can stick to something, you can drag something, right?
Yeah.
Like, because there's a difference between just having like a little hole and something like just shooting. Because if you just shoot like a square thing, it's just gonna be like a straight line, right? So I was thinking maybe at the tip of a fucking, let's say, web shooter, right? I'm a big Spider-Man nerd. Leave me the fuck alone. Like at the tip of the web shooter, have a little contraption where it starts off. Like let's say it's a circle, right? Like the tip of the web shooter, right?
It splits it.
Yeah, it's like this, and as soon as it shoots, it's shooting, so that way it comes out like kind of like separated, like open, and as it's shooting, it closes and it gets to like the string part.
Yeah.
So whenever
first it funnels it into like a different like a
yeah,
hand.
so
and
when
then
it comes into
closes.
contact, with, like it comes from this, and when it shoots the liquid, it goes. Psh, it goes like that, right? Every time you like shoot or whatever the fuck. So whenever it comes into contact with something, it's like the first like what do you call it? The first part or the first like part of the fucking webbing is open, and then it goes skinny to a string.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, it's not impossible to do it, but I mean,
I actually saw in the
shout out to me. I'm gonna be Spider-Man. You only see me in New York in about 5 years. So I'm saying.
I started like thinking about like the multiverse because like I remember like when I was. This is probably like a year ago. I saw a clip of like the old school like Spider-Man cartoon, where like there was like a universe crossover.
Oh, that's dope.
And they actually went to our universe where Spider-Man existed, but only as a fictional character.
Oh, okay, like a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were all like crawling, and they were like, "So you're telling me that in your universe you're Spider-Man, but you're an actor?" He's like, "Yeah, it's like superheroes don't exist in my universe." And he's like, "Oh, that's weird." And like all these like Spider-Man were like actually existing, and I was like, "What if we're just in that one universe where fucking like superheroes are not a thing?" You know?
Probably. We're gonna have to make a multi-dimensional machine to bring in the superheroes over here and be like, all right, so how do I get your powers, dog?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
So it's like in this universe, they're just not real, but they do manifest as comic books, you know?
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like low key.
Yeah.
Did you even like these sharks? You didn't even say if you liked them or not.
I ate a whole bunch of them.
Because you were like, we're going to review them. And then you just fucking put one in your mouth and didn't say anything.
Does your stomach hurt?
No.
You ate a whole bunch of them.
This is like my 5th one.
Fuck. You know, I can only have Sour Patches because they don't have gelatin.
That sucks.
The only, like, I guess the only thing that I do miss, like, now that I'm vegetarian, is gummies. Gummies were really, really fucking good.
Like what kind of, like gummies in general?
The thing is, I would buy from Elias, I would buy Chamoy's gummies. Those were those. Yeah, those were the shit. Dude, shout out to fucking Elias Trevino. He made the fucking best slutty brownies high school ever saw, dude.
Oh yeah.
What y'all know about slutty
best.
brownies, dog?
The best.
Hey,
And you know what? He's back here in the valley.
Hey, give me some gummy with chamoy.
Elias podcast, bro.
Pass your secret to the chamoy, dog.
I need to go pee really
dude.
quick.
Huh?
I need to go pee really
Yeah,
quick.
no, that's fine.
I'll
That's
be
fine.
right
Alright, let's talk shit about it when he's left.
Yeah, you know what? No. You know what? Let me. We're gonna go ahead and cut this. I want to see how much time we've been
go ahead.
streaming. Oh yeah, they ordered my. I bought this SD card. Fucking stickers. They're pretty fucking.
Oh, I
dope.
was like, damn, you ordered that many SD cards?
No.
You know, speaking of, I gotta check my Amazon, bro, because it's been saying that that my package is arriving fucking Tuesday or Wednesday, and it still hasn't said shipped.
Bro, look at this fucking merch, bro. It's called Fabric of the Universe. It's all like cyberpunk stuff. I've been wanting to buy it, but they're so expensive.
It looks expensive.
So expensive, bro.
Yeah, look, like I ordered this like 2-3 days ago, and it still hasn't shipped.
Like, look at this shit.
I'm mad.
Oh, it's probably because it's not Amazon Prime. Like it's not. Like,
I ordered it through Amazon Prime. I got a free month of Amazon Prime.
No, you might have ordered it, but the package itself, Amazon is not FBA. It's not fulfilled by Amazon. It's probably like a separate seller because you can have your own warehouse. That's probably why. Because Amazon would ship it right away. And we're back.
Bitch ass Amazon.
So, So then he's
So, yeah, I guess.
okay, and we're back, and I guess just any final thoughts, guys?
Hey, okay, Max, I'm sorry to interrupt. Or I guess I'll just tell you after the stream or after the podcast.
After
my
the
bad.
stream?
Yeah, my bad.
Alrighty.
Dude, I'm sorry. Really short thing. And every time I'm doing I'm recording gameplays, not like streaming.
Yeah.
I'm so used to, since I'm usually stream almost every day.
Yeah.
I'm so used to instead of saying oh guys, I say chat, and I'm like I'm stupid as fuck. Like I'm not even on live.
Chat.
I don't know. I feel dumb.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool. Clip that.
This is my day.
Any final thoughts, Mr. M?
No.
No.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. This was episode 17, and we're going to go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Tune in for Astro Projections and Frank against Mark and Brian.
Yeah, boxing. We're gonna do boxing next.